It's time for Eufaula High football with Doug Applin, Keith Bryan, John Wayne Robinson, and Jimmy Simmons.
Good evening and welcome to Tiger Stadium in the final home game of the 2025 football season for the Eufaula High School Tigers. The season goes by fast as the Tigers tonight host the Early County Bobcats in a game that's become somewhat of a rivalry game between these two teams. Very similar sized schools, only about 45 minutes or so apart. Of course, Early County over in Blakely, Georgia, in southwest Georgia. And they come in tonight 7-2 to take on the 5-4 Eufaula Tigers. The Tigers have had a kind of unusual season, to say the least. The Tigers jumped out to first place in region play at 4-0. The Tigers pretty much in first place in the region all the way up and through 2 games back when the Tigers hosted Andalusia. Of course, coming up short in that game and a turnover fest. The Tigers, a very unusual situation. Those of you who follow the Tigers know that the Tigers had 4 turnovers in that game that led directly to 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and a fumble, scoop and score for 4 touchdowns for Andalusia that night. Last week was not that bad. We talked about the need to limit the turnovers, but last week the turnovers for the Tigers kept points off the board for the Tigers. Tigers dominated the first half in Troy last week, holding Charles Henderson to less than 50 yards of total offense. The Tigers only put 7 points on the board, however, as they had an interception at the goal line and one at the 7-yard line. Both of those, you figure, took points off the board, as Cooper Wingate's been very steady over the course of his career. You figure he gets at least one of those 2 field goals. Tigers ultimately lost by 1 point in that game, 21-20. A game they led 14-0 and 20-8. So 2 double-digit leads in that game, both in the second half. But the Tigers did not finish strong, and as we said, lost to Charles Henderson. On the basis of that loss, 2 teams finished with 1 loss in region play. That would be Andalusia and Catholic. Catholic won the head-to-head, therefore they're region champion. Andalusia gets the 2nd seed. Both those teams will be at home in the first round of the playoffs. Charles Henderson and Eufaula both finished with 2 losses in region play, and by virtue of the head-to-head going to Charles Henderson, they will get 3rd seed, which really doesn't do a whole lot because both Charles Henderson and Eufaula will be traveling next Friday night down to Mobile to take on Viger and Williamson, respectively, Doug. So that was a trip we didn't necessarily want to take, but here we are next week making that long trip to Mobile.
Yep, Keith, and while we have a few minutes before they start introducing the seniors, let's take some commercial breaks and get them out of the way so we'll be able to get all these seniors in just a moment after this break.
Precision Body Works is a state-of-the-art collision facility dedicated to providing customers with outstanding service and a quality repair experience. We have been serving Eufaula and the surrounding areas for over 20 years and have earned a reputation as being a premier collision repair center. Precision Body Works uses environmentally friendly PPG water-based paint and also offers 24-hour record service as well as top-of-the-line accessories from such brands as Cam Locker, Ranch Hand, Retrax, Weston, and WeatherTech. We are located at 1210 North Eufaula Avenue or call us at 334-687-4700.
Hey Tiger fans, Daniel Pulley here, your local Chick-fil-A Eufaula owner-operator. We are proud to be the official sponsor for the Eufaula Tiger Coaches Show. Be sure to join us for the live show every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Our incredible team is ready to serve you. And don't forget, eat more chicken.
When it's football time, we at First Franklin Financial are big fans of our local teams, just like you. We've been part of the community for over 75 years, and when you need money for repairs or emergencies, we'll help you play offense. We offer fixed-rate loans up to $15,000 with easy payment plans and fast approvals. Visit 1ffc.com to find the location near you. Legal, all loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage License number 5656. Good call or bad call, officials always have the final say in sports. And at Alpha Insurance, we know it's important for you to have the final say on the insurance plan we build for you. You'll have peace of mind knowing we will work hard to get you the lowest rates and best discounts available. Alpha Insurance, always a good call. In Eufaula, call Alpha Agent Keith Bryan at 334-687-8268 or stop by our office at 1326A South Eufaula Avenue.
Of all the improvements you can make to your home, it could be the most important is not seen or heard, only felt. The ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System provides premium comfort with a whole home air purifier that gives you confidence you're breathing healthier air. It's an essential part of any healthy home.
With the world changing all around us, everyone needs to be covered by insurance. So give Eric Glover with the Glover Agency a call and talk with Eric about auto, home, life, or last week's football game. Whatever your insurance needs, let Eric talk to you about being covered. The Glover Agency is located at 145 East Broad Street, Eufaula, Alabama. Call 334-687-0358.
R.W. Wingate and Company is a full-service accounting firm and a supporter of Eufaula High Athletics. They are located at 102 North Orange Avenue, Eufaula, Alabama, but licensed in multiple states. Richard W. Wingate has over 25 years' experience in public accounting, and the firm's services include personal and business tax preparation, bookkeeping, sales tax preparation, payroll services, audit of nonprofit and government entities, and business consultation. When doing extra is the point, contact R.W. Wingate and Company for your accounting needs.
The family at Impressive Collision Center has been in business since 1940.
That's impressive.
Your transportation is one of the largest investments you have, so keep it looking new at Impressive. From a major crash to a small dent, Impressive can help.
Now impressive.
They work closely with all insurance companies and give you a great price on your minor mishaps.
Wow, impressive.
And don't forget to check out all the accessories from install winches, brush guards, and bed covers.
Impressive. Give them a call. Impressive Collision Center, 317 South Eufaula Avenue, 334-687-4400.
Easy Metal Building Kits, pole barns, and metal roofing supplies. APEC Metal Express carries multiple kit sizes and colors with at-home DIY instruction. APEC Metal Express. Fast delivery, superior quality, excellent customer service.
At Glover Funeral Home, family means everything. Owned and operated by Kendall and Caroline Hanahan Glover. We live by our motto, our family serving your family. We treat each family we serve as one of our own, providing care and support during your time of need. Our dedicated staff is available 24/7 by email, phone, or in person. When you need us most, Glover Funeral Home is here for you because family always comes first.
Since 1953, Flowers Insurance Agency has been protecting you and your assets with policies tailored to your specific needs. Whether it's commercial, personal lines, life insurance, or employee benefits, including your employer-offered health insurance, Flowers Insurance has you covered. With access to over 50 insurance carriers, we provide the trusted service and products you deserve. It's simple. Call Flowers Insurance in downtown Eufaula today and find your peace of mind.
What you thinking?
Don't suffer in the summer heat. Benefield's Heating and Cooling in Eufaula has you covered. Locally owned and operated, licensed and bonded, we're your trusted Bryant Factory authorized dealer. And just like Bryant says, we service everything we sell. So stay cool all summer long with Benefield's Heating and Cooling. Call 334-695-8039 today and be a cool cat this season.
When it comes to professional gutter installation, Gutterman Dothan has you covered. Voted Best of the Wiregrass 7 years in a row, we provide top-notch gutter services across the Wiregrass area. Protect your home from rainstorms with our premium gutter systems designed to prevent foundation cracks and water damage. Trust Gutterman for expert installation, quality materials, and a beautiful, durable finish.
We're back at Tiger Stadium in the Brown Heat and Air broadcast booth, high above Tiger Stadium here on a very cool evening. On senior night 2025, of course, we'll be recognizing the seniors, or the school will be recognizing the senior football players, cheerleaders, and band members, I guess ROTC as well. Momentarily here, we have a bio sheet, a questionnaire that the seniors were gracious enough to complete for us, and we will be reading some of the interesting information about the senior football players when they come out on the field here shortly. But tonight, it is Eufaula taking on the Early County Bobcats. The Bobcats come into tonight 7-2 on the season. They are the region champs over there in Georgia for the 4th straight year. This is a program that does a lot. That's always a tough game between the Tigers and the Bobcats. It's been some exciting games, some shootout games, particularly when this game is played in Blakely. But while we have a moment here waiting on the senior recognition, we're going to go ahead and run through the starting lineups for tonight's game for the Eufaula Tigers, both offensively, defensively, and special teams.
The head coach, Super Bowl champion Jarrell Jernigan, the baller from Eufaula.
Yeah, we appreciate Jeff Shear taking time to record that for us, and it's a blast from the past, the baller from Eufaula. Of course, that baller from Eufaula played here at Eufaula High School. That term was coined about 19, 20 years ago as Coach Jernigan quarterbacked the Tigers in the 2005-2006 seasons. Of course, that 2006 season culminated in a state runner-up finish in Birmingham at Legion Field as the Tigers took on Athens. Very, very cold evening. Not as tonight's cool evening, the coldest we've had this season, but not nearly as cold as that night in early December 2006 in Birmingham, as the Tigers came up short in that game, 10-7, a game that Coach Jernigan actually turned his ankle in that game early on. It really affected the outcome of that game. Athens played some good defense and took advantage when they had an opportunity to score. Of course, that was a very unusual game. Eufaula had around 390 some odd off yards in that game to like 199 for Athens. Just a very strange game, but Tigers came up short. But at any rate, they are about to recognize the seniors now.
Well, Keith, and it looks like they're going to do, we thought we were going to do numerical order, but it looks like you're going to have one out of order that's in your stack is Mr. and Miss EHS. I think they're going to start with them, looks like.
Yeah, of course. Mallory White and Cooper Wingate. I don't know if you can hear it over the PA system, but Cooper is Mr. EHS. Of course, he is the place kicker for the Eufaula High School Tigers. Wears jersey number 85. Been playing football for 6 years. He's actually been playing football here for the high school for 5. He came out and actually kicked in a game as an 8th grader. He has been handling the full-time kicking duties for the high school since the 9th grade year. And his fondest memory was kicking a field goal against Demopolis to win the 3rd-round playoff game in 2023. He plans to attend Auburn University and major in business. And anyone he would like to thank his mom, dad, his brother Davis, Annie, and all of his coaches. So Cooper Wingate's had a fine career here in Eufaula, Doug. And they're introducing Mallory White, which we don't have.
We can try to turn that up, but yeah, we don't have her.
Mallory is the Senior Class President, National Honor Society Secretary, Fellowship of Christian Athletes Co-President, and Diamond Doll President. She was also chosen as a Class Girl State Representative by the EHS faculty. She is a member of Tiger Representative and Youth Leadership Barbara Representative. After graduation, she plans to attend Auburn University to earn a degree in aviation and pursue a career as corporate pilot.
All right, and we'll see if they go down to Torian Slaughter now. John Wayne's going to have to move if they do, because, yeah, he's on the right end. I'm on the wrong end. So they'll start with a Torian Slaughter. He's number 0. He says, what was his favorite memory while playing football at Eufaula? He says, my favorite memory while playing football at Eufaula is scoring my first touchdown at Eufaula High School. His future plans is going to school for welding. So and that's a Torian Slaughter, nicknamed Tori.
Welding is a good career, a good paying career to go into. So always can find a job, sort of like a nurse.
Yeah, I think it sounds like they used to say our thing over here. They're reading them, so that's
right. Jalen Wright, of course, J-Dub, number 1, the quarterback for the Tigers. He's been playing football for 10 years, and his favorite memory is being region champs in 2023. He wants to play football in the NFL as his goal, and I guess that's it.
Yeah, number 10 is Christian Jackson, nicknamed CJ. His favorite memory while playing is this year is when he beat Montgomery Catholic. It says, who is the one person you wish you could watch you play football has never seen you play? He said his older brother, and that's CJ, number 10.
Number 15, Taiwan Turner, TT. He's been playing football for 4 years, and his favorite memory is when he caught his first pick when he was in the 10th grade. Of course, he had a 3-game stretch this year that he had an interception 3 straight games. He wants to play college football whenever he gets through, and he wishes that his granddad could see him play football.
Gotcha. The next is, I guess, Kevin Davis. I missed the number there, but on our sheet is Kevin Davis, 24. KD, been playing 4 years. Says my favorite memory playing football was winning region my 9th grade years. Favorite teachers, Miss Hinton. And he wanted to thank Coach Rail. KD, number 24.
Actually, this is 24 right now, I think. Okay. I don't know. We missed when young man.
KD, it says his plans for the future is to get his commercial driver's license.
Okay. Now 29 is Adam Velazquez Alvarez. His nickname is Alvarez. They actually spell it differently than what we've got on the roster.
Got his own cheering squad.
That sounds that way. He's been playing football for 2 years. He's been the punter for Eufaula High School for 2 years. He's really come a long way since last year. He's done a good job. His favorite teacher is Miss Medina, and he plans to go to Wallace and Dothan after graduating high school. And one person who wished could see him play football that's never seen him play is his grandma.
And next looks like it's D is his nickname, Denard Devin Ross. He's played football for 4 years. He said his favorite memory is 10th grade year and made it all the way to the playoffs. Who's the one person he wished he could see play that's never seen him play as a Tiger? And he said that's his grandmother and his granddad. And he wanted to thank his mom and God for giving him the opportunity and putting him in this place.
Diego Francisco, number 48, is now being recognized. He's been playing football for 2 years. And his favorite memory is just winning here at Eufaula High School. And his future plans is he would like to be in the Marines and maybe do infantry. And he wishes his grandparents could see him play.
And he just got a something from the Marines down there. Next, Rasheed Flowers. Rasheed is his name, number 50, 4 years, been playing since the 9th grade. He wants to become a travel welder. That's a good paying job there. We need, and it's good to see him getting recognized. And all of the players getting a nice plaque tonight on senior night.
Number 54, Javius Curry.
Okay, the starting center, 3-year starting center, number 54, Javius Curry. He's been playing football for 10 years, and his favorite memory is winning the region championship his sophomore year. Of course, that team went on to make the state semifinals. His future plans are to go to college and major in criminal justice.
Next is number 63, Dennis Walden, nicknamed Little Man. He's only been playing football for 2 years. His favorite teacher is Miss Hinton. And his future plans is he wants to be a marine biologist. So good luck to Mr. Walden. We look forward to that. Number 63.
Number 67, Mason Buckin. He's been playing football for 6 years. His favorite memory is all of his friends and also when he made it to the semifinals his sophomore year. Favorite teacher is Mr. Eric, and he's undecided on his future plans, but he would like to thank Coach Mayo for believing in him.
Next is Ethan Johnson, nicknamed Big F, number 73, been playing 5 years. Favorite memory is when he went to the 4th round of the playoffs. Candace Hill's his favorite teacher, and he wanted to thank Coach Jarrell and Coach Mayo for being his coaches.
Okay, they're recognizing Cooper Wingate once again. And Cooper, we already shared Cooper's information, but Cooper, as we said, has had a great career here at Eufaula as he's kicked. He's been the starting kicker for the last 4 years.
We're out of Wingate kids now. We've had Wingate kickers for years.
That's right. So sort of like the Carlsons at Auburn.
Yep, sure is.
So
91, I missed the name there, Keith, but
not on our roster.
Yeah, we didn't have a sheet on him. So,
but he's got to be Landon McClintock. He's listed as 93.
And I think that's probably going to be the last player that we have. So we got 20 minutes before kickoff and some more to go through. We do have one more down there. John Wayne's covering. I'm sorry. And looks like Miss Mayo went out and recognized that one. Maybe she's helps with the training staff there with the players.
Yep, but that'll be all the football players. And Doug, we didn't count, but I believe that was 18 seniors on this team this year for the Tigers. And it's been one of those years. I've had other people bring this analogy up to me. It says, Eufaula's season this year kind of been similar to Auburn, the Auburn University Tigers, because been in every game. Even that Andalusia game was the only real lopsided game, but that was a game that Eufaula was about to go up 2 scores in before the first interception, pick 6. And but you just don't have many times when you have 4 turnovers that lead directly to points. But the Tigers have played close, just as evidenced by last week, coming up just short, 21-20 in that game at Charles Henderson. Very easily, this team could have 2 or 3 more victories and very easily could have been the region champion this year. But, the ball bounces funny ways, and it didn't. So the Tigers will be the 4th seed and traveling next week. But this team is capable of playing well.
It's like we just have got all the bad bounces. Couple of games we really didn't get bounces, but if you think of the Andalusia game, and we've been doing this a lot of years, can't ever remember 3 pick sixes and a fumble takeaway. Really, they just took it away. All of them returned for touchdowns, and that was a huge game. But the Tigers still looked good going into that game. They could have finished anywhere from first to fourth, depending on what how things shook up. Well, they went to Troy, and it started out very good, and then just missed extra point was different in that one, and it was about as flat of a Eufaula squad as we've seen probably in the second half. Just didn't play well, and Troy, listening to some of their folks in the elevator on the way out, it played as good as they could play, and they were able to win that game. But you left that game knowing that you still could have been the number 2 seed if things shook out right. And Friday night, Catholic and Andalusia played, and listening to that game up to the last 2 minutes, you felt pretty good about everything. But the last 2 minutes, everything fell apart for Andalusia. Catholic wound up winning that game in overtime. Tigers dropped all the way to a 4th seed. So just, you've heard it many a times, and people don't know this from the outside looking in. And, looking ahead to next week, this is an important game tonight because the Early County is so close to us, and you want to win that one. But everything's, looking forward to next week, first round of the playoffs. Keith, if it was anybody pretty much other in the state other than somebody like Williamson that's dominated, I think some people that would know the Tigers could say, hey, if his team could get their minds right going into the playoffs, they could make some noise. I don't see a lot of people saying that when it's Williamson, and they've been so dominant, and we got to go to Williamson. But anything's possible, and it could start here tonight with a good full quarter or a complete game, as Coach Jarrell talked about in the coaches show.
Yeah, it'll be a tough game for the Tigers because, we talked about football being a game of matchups. And, this Early County team is a run-heavy team, running for over 300 yards per game. You got a very good quarterback, good running quarterback, a good running back as well. So probably be a physical game tonight. And the Tigers defense is going to have to play their responsibilities to be very disciplined to shut down. This is the kind of team that will break off big runs if you don't stay in your position.
They're one of those teams that does everything that gives us fits. They'll line up and run it right down your throat, and they got that little wing tee or misdirection. They'll line up in a tight formation. But when they lower you to sleep or they get you walked up on the line, that's when they'll drop back and try to throw one deep. We've seen it with the same quarterback last year. But not only can he throw it deep, he'll break and run. And that's, it's hard to cover all those bases. You got to get everybody in the box. You got to keep somebody back deep in case they throw it deep. And then you got to have somebody spy the quarterback. And in doing that, everybody's got to do their responsibilities. If you got somebody spying, as we know from watching Auburn, if you got somebody spying the quarterback and he misses the tackle, that don't do you a whole lot of good. But just a lot of bases to cover playing a team like Early County.
That's right. And Early County is on a winning streak. They have won 7 consecutive games coming into tonight's action. They lost the first 2 of the season. They lost to Westover 24-20. Then they lost at LaGrange, or they lost to LaGrange in Blakely. But then they've reeled off 7 straight victories, including 6-0 in region play for their 4th straight region championship. So, Blakely or Early County is accustomed to winning, and, it'll be a tough game tonight. But the Tigers can win this game tonight, like you said, Doug. Win the game, stay healthy. It does bode well as we go, up against a tall test next week with Williamson. But, stranger things have happened. Williamson, is going to be physically we won't match up great with them physically, you wouldn't expect.
I understand 7 or 8 people already major colleges, committed to major colleges. So they're loaded, no doubt about it.
That's right.
And you brought up a great point, Early County and winning tradition. Keith, I don't know, the state's probably going to have to do something. We've talked about it a little bit. You get a lot of schools this year. There's been some games, and there were several this week where, they're done. It's time to break out the basketballs or whatever. And if you don't have a signed contract and you're supposed to go play somewhere, it's easy to say, hey, you know what, we don't have enough players, or for whatever reason, we're just not going to go. And we're in the kind of a world now where they just quit and don't go. And a lot of people that are there's a ton of games on Thursday night this week, as is ours, because people want that extra day to get ready for the playoffs next week. Well, you have that extra day to get ready and to know what's going on. But a lot of people are playing, out of classification or an old rivalry game from years ago. And the schools may be different sizes now. It may not mean as much as it used to, or I don't want to say a throwaway game, but sometimes that's what it's referred to. This is not one of those games. This is one of those games that both sides have winning traditions, and neither side's going to say, you know what, I'm looking to next week in the playoffs. Now, Georgia is a week behind us schedule-wise. I think Early County, if I'm not mistaken, will have another week before their playoffs start. But neither one of these teams is going to say, we're looking to next week. They're here to win tonight.
That's right. And like you said, momentum. This game for Eufaula, it may or may not. It's a difference in potentially having a non-losing season. You're 5-4 right now. You would go to 6-4. You would have a winning. No matter what happens next week, and we're not writing that game off. But the Tigers, if they did drop that game, they would have a winning season at 6-5. So that's the significance of this game. Not only that, you don't want to go into the playoffs on a 3-game losing streak.
And you need something good to happen. They need a good win here tonight. The Tigers have had a couple of games, Keith, the bigger games that they've lost, where it looks like, hey, we're in good shape, and then all of a sudden a bad fourth quarter or something, and they come out on the losing end. They're just kind of standing around looking at each other. You could see a little bit of that last week, like what's going to happen next,
right,
type thing, and they need to get out of that and be able to get a good victory and be positive going in the playoffs. And like you said, the Tigers can on any given night. I mean, if the Tigers go down there and play the best that they can play, or play a complete game like Coach talks about, and you get a team like Williamson that may be a little overconfident playing a number 4 seed, where we're not normally a normal 4 seed, they make a mistake or two, it's a close ball game.
Yeah, they've only played one close game this year, and we'll kind of turn our attention and kind of preview a little bit of that game next week. But they've only played one close game this year, and that was to Viger, which went into overtime 2 weeks ago. It was a 22-14 victory by Williamson, I'm sorry. And they, Williamson returned the opening kickoff for a touchdown, did not score but one more offensive touchdown than regulation, but they scored when it mattered in overtime to take a 22-14 victory. The next closest game they played, in reality, for a point differential, was LaFleur. The last game last week, it was 28-0 victory. That was 4 touchdowns. UMS Wright was a 30-point game at 40-10. Yeah, folks, a 28 and a 30-point game is the second, third closest games they played. They've got scores like 42-0, 64-9, 57-5, 48-0, 100-0. That's the one that raised all the eyebrows around the state. But when you go back, and I did this as we were sitting here in pregame waiting to go on the air tonight, looked at the records of the teams they've played. And this is not to take anything at all away from Williamson, because they can't control what
let's don't make them mad.
Absolutely. This takes nothing away from them.
Yeah.
But if you look at it, there are only 2 teams on their schedule that have winning records, and that was UMS Wright at 6-3, and Viger, of course, 2 weeks ago at 9-1. So you never know. Different parts of the state, Doug. We've seen Region 1 sweep Region number 2 in the playoffs before, so you just don't know how you match up and how well that region is or whatever. So, but when you look at just straight records, the teams they have been beating by large margins haven't won many games.
And the thing that jumps out at me on that right there, they are off tonight and have an open night tonight. But if you look at their first 2, 4, 6 games, they had only given up 14 points. 2 of those points were given up by the offense on a safety. So 12 points in 6 games the defense had given up. They gave up 24 points in 2 games. The next 2 games, one of them being an overtime game, and then they had a shutout this last time. So 14, 20 was 38 points all season. That we have listeners old enough to remember the 78 team that still held a record for a long time that only gave up like 32 points all year and 4 playoff games when they won the state championship. It sounds like a dominating defense.
Oh, absolutely. 38 points the entire season in 9 games. So they're giving up a little over 4 points per game. So that's going to be the big challenge, Doug, is
finding a way to get in the end zone.
Finding a way to score points. And, unless your defense scores, a point. We've returned to have we scored any defensive points? I know we came close on a couple of interception returns, I don't think we've actually crossed the goal line. Yep. So that's the challenge awaiting the Tigers next week. But first, of course, it's the Early County Bobcats here at Tiger Stadium. It will be a kickoff right around 7 o'clock. The school board says we are 7:52 away, and with that, we're going to take.
Well, I tell you, not to cut you off there, Keith. We only got 2 more ROTC students.
That's right. I didn't realize he had them on the camera.
Yeah, we get those on camera. We'll go ahead and I tell you what, we'll get Charles to take the Sutton Heating and Air Conditioning weather break brought to us by Parkview Christian School on our way out. Play a few commercials, and we'll be back here ready to start this game here in about 7 or 8 minutes after this.
And, of course, we appreciate Lauren Streeter and Lake Home Realty for sponsoring the pregame show here and all season long here on the Eufaula Tiger football broadcast.
We appreciate all the ROTC, the band, the cheerleaders that was recognized. We did not have sheets on anybody but the football players. That's why we went over those with you, but glad to share the pictures of the rest of the students. And we'll be back with a kickoff here after a few moments after these commercial breaks.
We are the 2nd grade of Parkview Christian School. This is the Sutton weather report. There are 0% chances of rain. At kickoff, it's going to be 51 degrees. Go Tigers, beat the Bobcats!
At Sutton Heating and Cooling LLC, you get hometown service. Tanner Sutton and his team make you their priority. You can expect worry-free customer service from Sutton Heating and Cooling. Whether you're looking to upgrade your system or need 24-hour emergency service, Sutton is the name to remember. For your free estimate, call Sutton Heating and Cooling LLC at 334-695-7054. 334-695-7054. Sutton Heating and Cooling LLC.
Give me the chip, I need the championship. Wait, we got a dream, next to the team, yeah, we can handle it. Wait, soon as I go and I step in arenas, they call me the champ. They know what it is, know what I do, know who I am, who don't understand. Yeah, that's overdue. My trophy, say that's overdue. My ring, should be immortalized. Yeah, they know it's true. They couldn't walk a mile or even fit into my shoes. Still, I got a lot to prove, but for all that we've been through, this overdue. This ain't done.
Hello, I'm Matt Aver, the new pastor of First United Methodist right here in Eufaula. We'd love for you to join us on Sundays at 10 for worship. We also have Sunday school at 8:45. You can check us out on our social media or our website. We look forward to seeing you. Go Tigers.
Right outside of this one church town, there's a gold dirt road to a whole lot of nothing. Got a deed to the land, but it ain't my ground. This is God's country. We pray for rain and thank Him when it's falling, 'cause it brings a grain and a little bit of money. We put it back in the plate. I guess that's why they call it God's country. I saw the light.
Hey, my name is Chris Wilkinson, and I am the pastor of First Baptist Church. We would love to have you come worship with us. Our worship service is 10 o'clock every Sunday morning. You can also go to our website to learn more about our ministries. Hope to see you Sunday, and go Tigers.
At Mid-South Bank, we pride ourselves on being the friendliest, most helpful bank in town. For over 100 years, we've been helping families prosper and helping businesses grow. Mid-South Bank is a local bank with local people making local decisions. We're a community bank who will always be there when you need us. Whatever banking services you need, we're here to help. Visit us today at 230 South Eufaula Avenue in Eufaula or in Clayton at 16 South Midway Street or online at bankmidsouth.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hey, this is Pastor Jimmy Simmons with Chester Chapel. We would like to invite you to come out with us to worship with us at 10 o'clock on Sunday mornings for Sunday school and 11 o'clock for a worship service, and then Wednesday night at 6:30. And as always, go Tigers.
Looking for quality furniture at unbeatable prices? Come to Holly Home Furnishings in Eufaula. From cozy living room sets to stylish bedroom suites and modern appliances, we've got everything you need to make your house feel like a home. With flexible financing options, convenient delivery, and friendly local service, shopping has never been easier. Visit us today on South Eufaula Avenue and see why Holly Home Furnishings is your hometown choice. Holly Home Furnishings, helping your house feel like home.
In 1983, the first mobile phone was introduced to the public by the Motorola Company, and that was the same year Pam Freeman started her State Farm business. For 40 years, both have saved time and money. Whether it's auto, homeowners, condo renters, personal articles, business, life, or health, Pam Freeman State Farm has been there for you. Call Pam's office and let Kathy Bennett help you with all your quotes and needs. You won't find a more helpful staff anywhere. Come by and see them at 322 East Barber Street in Eufaula or call 687-7034.
We are back at Tiger
Also, fans, please be reminded that Tiger Stadium is a tobacco-free
We're about to have the coin toss
and concessions
down to
are
John
located
Robinson for that coin toss. We'll
at both the
we
north
will
and south
go
end zones.
the
Children
captain
10 years old and younger must
right
be accompanied by an adult
for
throughout the course of
Curry.
tonight's
Number 0, Corey and Slaughter.
Also,
and
fans, keep traffic moving along the walkway in front of the
Early
bleachers.
County Keith is
Standing along the rail and along the ramps
It'll
is
be
prohibited
Darius
in Tiger
Lindsay.
Stadium.
9,
That
There will be
is
no passing out of the stadium tonight.
4, and
Once
52.
fans leave the
Davian
stadium, they may not
McKee.
re-enter.
Now we'll go down to John Wayne for the coin
And at
toss.
the conclusion of tonight's games, fans are not allowed
The
on
guys
the
will let the
playing
umpire
field.
give his instructions first. I told him I'd stay back until he got ready to flip it. Beautiful night. Great job with the seniors tonight. Shout out to the ROTC leadership. They do a great job. They're in the hall that I'm in. Those men pour into those students and going to make some fine servicemen one day.
In the press box. Once again, it is LaShaven Critton of Powers, Alabama. Please have your driver's license and your credit card here in the press box. Thank you.
100 years is heads, 2% logo is tails. That is tails, that is heads. What do you choose to call? He calls what? He calls
Heads is the call, Jimmy.
Heads is the call. It is tails. You have won the toss.
Okay, guys. The Tigers won the toss and they have deferred to the second half. So we'll get our defense started here, see if we can shut down this powerful offense, see if we get on the field.
Well, you heard it. Tigers won the toss for the first time in a while, Doug. I can't remember the last time we won the toss. We deferred, so we will play defense. You know, that's going to be pretty important to try to stop this Early County offense, the wing T formation, a formation from the past. You don't see a lot of these days, but Early County has been doing it for a long time, and they do it well. So it'll be interesting to see the matchup between that Early County offense against this Eufaula Tiger defense. The Tiger defense, Doug, we were concerned about this defense start of the season because of all the youth on that side of the ball, but they really have acquitted themselves well. They played pretty good most of the year. They've been pretty stingy, as we talked about last week, and we hate that. We're going to one more statement about last week's game and we leave it, but 47 yards of offense through the first 24 minutes for Charles Henderson. The Tigers actually forced 3 straight negative plays on the opening series for Charles Henderson. They punted on 4th and 19. But whatever happened after that, there were 3 straight scoring possessions for Charles Henderson. And, you know, that's really all they did the whole game. They had 3 possessions that they went and got points, and that was the difference in the football game. But hopefully tonight the Tiger defense can play a full game, a 48-minute game, and can end this 2025 regular season on a winning note.
Yeah, Keith, I was watching. The head official was telling Coach Jernigan something. I'm not sure. I guess he was adjusting his battery pack. It's good to have being able to hear what they say. But great night. I was worried it was going to be. I'm sure it's a little cold for folks sitting out there up here in the press box. We may crack the windows open here in a few minutes. Just a good night for football. Halloween Eve, I guess, if you can call it that. I didn't even realize that today till I happened to look at the calendar for something else, Keith. It's end of October's here.
Yeah, the end of October. It seems like once you get into football season in August, it just seems like the rest of the year just speeds right on by, because right about the time football season is ending, you're getting into the holidays. Of course, Halloween, Thanksgiving will be here before you know it, and then Christmas right behind that. And then you're into 2026. The beat goes on. It seems like I had a memory pop up, Doug, this week, and I looked at it. It was 15 years ago, and it did not seem like it. So away it goes. Cooper Wingate, the senior place kicker for the Tigers, has the ball on the tee.
And they're not deep enough for Wingate.
And he will boot it deep, straight down the middle. It's going to come down at the 5-yard line. Going to be a middle return. Straight up the middle. He's going to be hit short of the 20-yard line. He'll fall across the 20 to the 21-yard line, and that's where Early County will begin on offense. 1st and 10 from the 21. I did not get the number of the Tiger who made that tackle, but a good coverage on the kickoff team, Doug. And we don't talk about that enough, but what an improvement we've had on the special teams on the kickoff team compared to some years past.
Absolutely. They barely got across the 20 there. The Bobcats will be backed up. Took 5 seconds off the clock. They were lined up at the 20. I don't think they anticipated Wingate kicking it that deep, but he kicked it down about the 5-yard line. Good coverage, staying in the lanes, good tackle.
So they break the wing tee. Actually, they're going to shift around now. They're into the traditional wing tee set now with one wide out to the left. The halfback will shift over to the left, so it's strong now to the left side. And
whistle from the sideline.
I don't see a flag, but maybe we're lined up off sides. It is.
It is. Wow.
Only 3 penalties last week against the Tigers the entire game in Troy. Now 2 of those penalties were very big penalties. There was a 10 and a 15-yard penalty on one of the touchdown drives for Charles Henderson. But right off the bat, before a ball is snapped, a 5-yard penalty for lining up offside. So 1st and 5 now for Early County, Doug. They actually were in a strong wing tee set. They had the halfback lined up to the wing back side on the left, plus the wide out to that side. So
Tigers in a 5-man front.
They will hand it off to the halfback. He is hit in the line of scrimmage. Some leather popping down there, Doug, as they stop it for a 1-yard loss. PA man says no gain, but it's a 1-yard loss back to the 25-yard line.
It's number 4 Lingo on the carry for the Bobcats. That'll go for about a yard loss, like you said, Keith. So they go from 1st and 5 to 2nd and 6. It's good. Just looks funny looking out there seeing the Tigers with 5-man down. That's the first time I think we've done that this year, except in short yardage situations.
2nd and 6. Quarterback looking to throw now. He's going to throw it down the field, and they're going to have to throw the flag. As I don't think that would have been complete, but I think we actually tripped and fell into the receiver. But it's going to be the 2nd flag of the night against the Tigers, and that will be a 15-yard penalty and a 1st down for Early County.
Yep, and not arguing about that one at all. It's just unfortunate for the Tigers. I think he just got crossed up a little bit, and well, I guess it could have been a good thing, Keith, because if he wouldn't have fell into him and it would have been complete, it might have been a little long pass, but if he would have completed it, I don't think we had a safety back deep.
And that is a 6'5", 200-pound receiver. Is listed as a defensive end outside linebacker. Quarterback keeper this time as he comes around the right end for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
That's what the Bobcats like to do, just scratch and claw 3 and 4 yards at the time and run the clock. 52 out there tonight is one of the extra linemen for the Tigers, Jerry Hicks. They ran right at him that time. The sophomore did a good job of holding his ground on the left end.
So 2nd and 6 from the 45-yard line of Early County. First drive of the game, 10:30 to go here in the first quarter. They're going to hand the first man through the fullback. He's going to score a touchdown, 55 yards. He came through the line. He had a couple of hands laid on him, but no one, I think, realized he had the football until it was too late, and showing pretty good speed there as he broke it all the way into the end zone for the Early County Bobcat touchdown.
Well, that's one of those things you got to prepare for something you hadn't really faced all year is an offense like that, and if you don't have anybody back deep or if you let them block your lanes, you get out of your lanes, they hit that lane. We've seen the Tigers do it against other people, and you can score in a hurry. A high snap, but they're able to get it down, and the extra point is good.
So 3 plays, 79 yards on that drive for Early County, culminated with that 55-yard touchdown run from the fullback. And you don't see, I guess it's the wing tee, Doug, but you don't see just a straight fullback dive very often anymore either. And it was, of course, back during the Cochran era, it was fast right and fast left. That would have been fast left, and he got through into the second level of Tiger defense awful fast.
Yeah, it's a very young Eufaula defense, has been all year, but they've done a great job of adjusting and preparing for everybody each week. A lot of passing teams, but I think this is probably the first time we've seen a full-fledged wing tee attack. And if you've not seen it before, it is one of the hardest offenses to defend at the high school level.
It is, and of course, that's the thing we talked about briefly in pregame is Early County does it well because they've been doing it for a long time, and they do it at the younger levels too. So these kids have run this offense for many years. The kick is away. It's a low kick. It's going to be fielded at the 22-yard line. Going to be a return around the right end. That's Taiwan Turner. Finding some running room is Taiwan, and he had a good kickoff return last week in that game at Charles Henderson that actually led to a Tiger touchdown. This one he returns out to the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for Eufaula to begin this drive. 1st and 10 from the 40 as they trail 7-0.
Ran a long way. He took it over here in front of the Eufaula bench, ran all the way over in front of the Early County bench before they tackle him. But they're going to mark it back at the 40-yard line. That's where the Tigers will start.
Tigers needing to answer the Bobcat score. High snap. Wright's going to throw it deep. He has a man out there. Good throw. It's going to be caught, and it's going to be a touchdown. 60 yards, touchdown Tigers. One play is all it took, and that was Zydavos on the end of that catch from Jalen Wright. That was a perfectly thrown ball from Wright. He dropped it right in there. It was not bad coverage by Early County, but a better throw and a good catch and a good run as Zydavos high step avoided that tackle, the diving tackle attempt. And the Tigers are behind by only 1 point now, 7-6, with 10:01 to go in the first quarter. It only took the Tigers 11 seconds to match the Bobcat touchdown. Doug, we had a shootout down in Early County a few years ago.
I didn't know whether to blame it on the lights or immediately thought back to that game where it seemed like every other play somebody was scoring. What was it like in the 50s?
Eufaula ended up winning that game 50-some-odd, 56 or 57 to 49, I believe. We will look that up. We will come up and let you know what that was here momentarily. Wingate in. He kicks it up. He kicks it through, and we're tied at 7. 10:01 to go here in the first quarter play. One play, 60 yards. And, Doug, that would have mattered how far it was. That would have been good from 99 yards because it was single coverage. Zydavos beat his man. Good throw by Jalen Wright, and there was no one to make the tackle once he broke that initial tackle.
Similar to the play that, except it was straight down the field. It was a crossing route that Early County ran that we had the penalty on, and we talked about how if he wouldn't have got the interference, it could have been gone. And so a similar situation there.
So Jalen Wright to Zydavos. Of course, DeVos is a junior. He will be back for the Tigers next year. But we had Jalen Wright with a 5-touchdown pass game earlier this season. He's started this game off in a good way. 1 for 1, 60 yards and a touchdown. So Wingate for the second time has the ball on the tee, and he will kick it away. It's a deep kick. It's going to hit. It's going to scoot past the Early County return man, and it rolls out of the back of the end zone. So it will be the 20-yard line is where Early County will take over for the second possession of the night. So no time off the clock on that kick, and only less than 2 minutes into this game, already 2 touchdowns on the board. Early County breaks the huddle in that wing T formation. One wide out wide to the left. Quarterback will take it. He will deal it to his halfback going left, and he is in the open field and a touchdown saving tackle. The ball came out late, but a touchdown saving tackle by Nayland Murphy of the Tigers. As it is, it's an 8-yard. No, I'm sorry, it's a 11-yard gain for Early County. Doug, I tell you, that was close to being, as they say, Katie bar at the door, as he broke into the second level fast on that play. First and 10 from the 31-yard line of Early County. It will deal it to the first man through the fullback, and he breaks through. He breaks the initial tackle, and he takes it across the 35 up to the 37, maybe the 38-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 6 on that play.
Who ran the ball?
It was the fullback again. Whoever it was that scored the touchdown. Was it 4?
Number 2. Number 2 did.
So number 2.
There's the scores when you get them.
Okay.
Whistle?
Yeah, whistle on that play. We'll see.
Yeah, looks like we might have lined up.
So the third penalty of the night against the Tigers, a 5-yard variety there, is going to give Early County yet another first down. Doug, 57-49 in 2019, so 6 years ago. 57-49. That game, it was a wild shootout. I think you mentioned it before, but did Eufaula onside kick to steal a possession, and that ended up being the difference in the game. Going to run the reverse this time to the wing back. He's coming back to the right side, and Tiger defense did a good job of staying home and holding them to a short gain on that play. Really a gain of, we'll call it 2 yards on the play. But
May is on the carry that time for the Bobcats, coming from his far left position, as he's going to go out favoring an ankle, looks like, limping off the sideline.
Yeah, overall in this series, Tigers hold a 6-3 edge in the series, but handoff.
That was timing off.
Yep, the timing was off, and the Tigers were all over it to bring that down for the second negative play of the night for Early County, as that play loses the 2 yards they gained. First long yardage situation for them, Lord. Third down and just over 10 yards to go, Doug. It'll be interesting to see what they opt to do. They have put the ball in the air one time already tonight and drew interference against the Tigers. Overall, it's 3 penalties against the Tigers for 25 yards already. So they are in their wing T formation. They'll bring motion. They're going to run the speed sweep, sweeping this near side, and the Tigers do a good job of bringing him down after a short gain. It'll be what you would think to be a punting situation for them, as that's a gain of 3 yards. It'll bring up 4th and 7.
Well, them already, the Tigers, nothing to lose on certain situations. Don't be surprised if they try something, but same way with Early County. They're already they've won their region, so playing an out-of-state game, if they want to go for it on 4th down or run a fake or something here or there, no big deal to do it.
Boy, I tell you what, that guy that played wide receiver that we interfered with, he is a a big youngin. He looks like he is the punter for them. And he stands back. He gets it away.
Almost got to it.
It's a wobbly short punt that will hit. It takes an early county bounce, and it will roll dead. I was watching the extracurricular activity down here that cooler heads prevailed, Doug. As,
not only that, I'm going to tell you, Early County's band apparently picked up on it. I was told this past week by an official that in Georgia, you're not supposed to play, it's illegal to play. In some states it is. We've talked about the band all year, but it's not in Alabama anymore. But, hey, they've come across the river and taken advantage of that as they know when to play.
So the 23-yard line is 1st and 10 Eufaula with 6:24 to go. It's a handoff around the left end. It's going to be run out of bounds after a short gain from the 23-yard line out across the 25 to the 26-yard line.
McCray?
It was Jarrell McCray on that carry. 3-yard gain from McCray. Out of bounds play, but the clock does keep running. So it'll be 2nd and 7 now from the 26.
Yep, and it'll roll inside of 6 minutes. There won't be no heat timeouts tonight, I can tell you. It's just right here on the Eufaula sideline, taking their time, calling the play in from the sideline.
That's one thing. You play a wing T, they normally have a lot of time possession, so it seemed like the Tigers intentionally trying to take time off the clock there. Going to hand the ball off inside, and going to be good leg drive by Torrin Slaughter as he crosses the 30-yard line. So give him 4 yards on that play. It brings up a 3rd down possession play, 3rd down and 3 for the Tigers just across the 30-yard line. The first down would come at the 33.
Yeah, if they, a lot of time of possession, it doesn't mean they run that many plays, but still, that wing T, 3 yards, cloud of dust, however you want to look at it, that's a lot of physical football. So by doing this, they're going to give the defense a little bit of a break, and we're thin across the front, and that's where you got to keep those guys fresh on the defensive front.
So 3rd down, a short 3 now is right as in shotgun formation. They're going to blitz. They hand it off around the left end, and Slaughter will take it for 5 yards and a first down. So 3rd and 3, and the Tigers pick up 5. So it was a run blitz that time coming off the right side of the Tiger line, the left side of the Bobcat defense, and Eufaula able to outflank them to the left side, pick up the first down. Good play call.
Nice job there. Left side, we got a little bit different, a different center, different tackles, a little changing around on the line of scrimmage. I noticed a couple of them going down and getting set kind of at a different count that time. I'm surprised. I guess they could call that. I don't know. I guess if you discussed it with officials before, I don't know if that's something planned or just a shakeup on the line of scrimmage.
Under 10 seconds, they snap it with 4. Slaughter breaks into the open field. Slaughter in a foot race. Slaughter setting up his block. He's going to take it all the way for the touchdown. 65 yards, no flags on the field. Atoria Slaughter says, you ran 155 yards, I'll top you. I ran 165 yards. And the Tigers, with their first lead of the night, they lead 13-7.
One through the air and one on the ground. The Tigers are able to score twice here, just barely 8 minutes into this game. I'm sorry, 6 minutes into this game. No, 8 minutes into the game.
Yeah, that was a 4-play, 77-yard drive for the Tigers. All on the ground, culminated with that 65-yard touchdown run by Torrin Slaughter. You get him in the open field. That was a good job running, too, because he weaved in and set up his block.
He ran. I was wondering what he was doing. He was running towards the defender, but it was actually a good move because he was seeing which way he was going to block him, and he broke off of that.
So Tigers lead 14-7 as the Tiger offense has started fast here. The Tiger offense with 137 yards of offense already here in 8 minutes of game action.
That's what they needed now. Just kind of hold your breath. We stopped them the last time, but there was a couple of plays that the Bobcats ran. You kind of held your breath there a little bit as one of the last defenders made the tackle. We'll see as Wingate will bring the kicking crew out on the field. They're still up around the 20-yard line. Wingate can boot it deep. Flags, we had a lot of wind today. You talked about that earlier, but the flag is just laying limp. Really no wind to speak of here at this time in this ball game.
Offensively, Doug, this is the Tiger team that we saw early in the season.
Well, we've seen them in the first quarter a couple of times this year.
Wingate kicks it deep. It's going to come down to the 7-yard line. Going to be a middle return once again. Pretty good coverage, but a couple of missed tackles, and he's going to cross the 30, but finally be stopped short of the 35-yard line, around the 33-yard line. It was Tywan Turner in on that tackle, along with, looked like Tom McCoy was in on that stop. So Early County, for the third time already tonight in the first quarter, it'll be their best starting field position from the 33-yard line. Wing T formation, we've already talked about it extensively, but assignment football for the Tiger defense. Handoff to the halfback, coming around the right end, and a good solo stop that time by Henry Brunson, the sophomore linebacker, after a short gain. That will give him, I guess, 3 yards.
He was a little slow, Lingo, getting up there, Keith. He had the big carry earlier. I say a big carry. No, he didn't. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong running back. We go back on offense. I got an interesting question we're going to talk about, Keith. Wondering if Early County's keying on something. I was fixing to say we got to back up. Our left end was offsides, but he did back up.
Bootleg pass. Quarterback drops back. He throws it. He has a man out there. He's going to overthrow everyone. Good coverage that time. Tywan Turner didn't panic, even though the defensive back was a step behind him. He just continued to run stride for stride with him, and the pass was just overthrown. No need to interfere in that situation. That brings up 3rd and long once again, Doug. It's 3rd and a long 7 after the incomplete pass. This would be a big stop for this Tiger defense to give it back to the offense, who has been hot to start the game here tonight.
Yeah, Keith, I was going to mention something. They've had 4 different people run the ball up to this point. We've only had 2. You think Early County might have been keying, looking for Wright tonight, who's yet to run the ball for the Tigers?
Maybe so, but the Tigers are only run 5 plays so far. Scored 2 touchdowns. Handoff. No, the quarterback keeps it around the end. He'll have his first down. Fake knee out as I thought the fullback got it. He will take it around the left end for about 12 yards, and it'll be a Bobcat first down.
Yeah, that was a good read by the quarterback on that run. Evan Greist going out, the senior, on the left side. Just hard to defend everything from the wing tee, and that time he found an open and made the right read, and they pick up a first down.
Double wing this time. The single back gets it, or maybe the quarterback kept it.
Quick
There's
flag.
a flag thrown in the interior of the line. Maybe it'll be the first penalty of the night against the Bobcats.
As fast
We'll
as the
wait
Tigers
and see.
shot in there, I think it may be holding on Early County. But Keith,
They call a chop block.
yeah, chop block, what they call it, sure did. So that'll back them up. But that was probably one of the better things that could have happened for Early County there, because there was a lot of indecision on that handoff. It looked like they were fighting with the quarterback whether to keep it or to take it, and the ball was almost on the ground there for a second.
That's a 15-yard penalty on the chop block. So personal foul penalty, 1st and 25. The tall receiver comes to the near side. He is one-on-one with Tywan Turner.
And 2 receivers, well, they're going to put 1 in the backfield. Now, I was fixing to say that's more receivers than they've had. But they're going to take a timeout. The Bobcats do. We'll take a timeout with them and be back with more Eufaula High School football after this timeout.
Precision Body Works is a state-of-the-art collision facility dedicated to providing customers with outstanding service and a quality repair experience. We have been serving Eufaula and the surrounding areas for over 20 years and have earned a reputation as being a premier collision repair center. Precision Body Works uses environmentally friendly PPG water-based paint and also offers 24-hour record service as well as top-of-the-line accessories from such brands as Cam Locker, Ranch Hand, Retrax, Weston, and WeatherTech. We are located at 1210 North Eufaula Avenue, or call us at 334-687-4700.
At Tiger Stadium, the Tigers have a 14-7 lead against the Early County Bobcats. 1st and 25 now for the Bobcats from their own 33-yard line following that chop block penalty, the first penalty of the night against the Bobcats. The Tigers have a 60-yard touchdown pass, a 65-yard touchdown run, 125 yards of offense in 2 scoring plays. Overall, the Tigers, as we said, 137 in only 5 plays.
Uncovered.
And the Tigers call a timeout because they had left the slot receiver uncovered on this near side. So I guess, Doug, since we just took the commercial break, we're getting a late start here. We'll keep it here. But they came out with a different formation, Doug, that time with a slot, and caught the Tiger defense completely unaware.
Yeah, our coaching staff, Charles, saw it, pointed it out to me, and our coaching staff had saw it, and they were jumping up and down. Couldn't get anybody over there. A wise timeout to take that one there, as Early County saw they had it. Actually, they probably would have got that snap off, but the guy that was in the slot, I don't think was up on the line or was off the line or whatever they wanted him to be, and the quarterback had to get him to adjust for just a second, and that allowed just long enough for the Tigers to call a timeout.
That's right. So, but number 5, not even listed as a receiver, Jimmy Jones. Listed as a defensive end, 6'5" senior, 200 pounds. This is the 3rd time this year that I can recall we've faced a receiver 6'5" or better. So the Tigers have experience defending a tall receiver like that. Now the Tigers matched up in press coverages. There are 3 receivers out for Early County. Ball tipped up in the air, incomplete. Tigers stayed up there for quite a while, but could not come up with a tip drill. It'll be 2nd down and 25.
Yeah, just off the tall receiver's hands, running a little in route, a little slant there. The quarterback had to get rid of it in a hurry as when one of the Tigers from the far side was coming in unblocked. I think it was 13. I'm not 100% sure. But he was really fixing to lower the boom, and the quarterback had to get rid of it in a hurry. Keith, that was one where he had to throw it where he was looking as soon as the ball got in his hands, or he was going to take a sack. The Tigers, a lot of pressure. 2nd and 25 for the Bobcats. Play clock down to 3.
Bad snap. Quarterback's going to have to run back. He falls on it back at the 23-yard line, so that is going to lose 10 yards on that play. It'll be 3rd and 35. Not many plays for 3rd and 35, Doug. This is one of those situations where the Tigers just cannot get a penalty. I don't think there's any penalties that are automatic first downs in high school football that I recall. But 3rd and 35 after the 10-yard loss on that bad snap. That's not something they do a whole lot, shotgun formation. So the snap was between the quarterback's legs, low, right off the top of the ground, and they're going to get in tight formation here and just run it on 3rd and 35.
He may be quick kicking.
He's going to drop. Quarterback's going to drop back. There was a movement. It's going to be off the side of the foot of the quarterback, and it's going to take just a kind of a neutral bounce, maybe a slight Bobcat bounce. It rolls dead at the 48-yard line of Eufaula. So excellent starting field position. The first down marker was at the 42 of Eufaula. So did not even kick it to the first down marker, Doug. That was, I guess, it was 35 yards, so that was less than a 30-yard punt on the quick kick.
So they lost with the penalty and lost 10 yards on the bad snap and just give it up early. And, you know, Keith, I'm surprised they're not trying to pick up something else to add on because it's not like a defensive struggle here.
From the 48-yard line, Tigers have it. 1st and 10. They lead 14-7. Perry Denard shifts over to the right side, and now
their coach,
there's a flag.
Another flag from the same official. All 3 of those, 2 when we were on defense, they're going to call a false start. Their coach is in their ear over there. And that time, I think he pointed out, Keith, our left side of the line is waiting to shift down into a stance. But at the same time, Denard went into motion at the time they went down. I thought it was okay, but we come out already shift over to the right this time. 4
penalties against the Tigers already. 4 penalties for 30 yards. Handoff to Slaughter, who sweeps the right side and picks up the 5 yards that the Tigers lost on the penalty. It'll be 2nd down and 5. I'm sorry, 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 11 for Eufaula.
not a very good spot on that as he went down at the 48. They're going to actually spot it right around the 47, so just over 10 yards to go. As the Tigers let the clock wind down, Doug, still 20 on the play clock. 1 minute exactly to go here in the first quarter.
It's hard to get used to those play clocks being flip-flopped here from after looking at them so many years. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter.
Wright calls for the snap. He's going to keep it this time for the first time. Jalen Wright takes it around the right end, and he'll cross midfield into Bobcat territory down to around the 46-yard line. So that play picks up the better part of 7 yards as they spot it just short of the 46-yard line. Every 3rd down and 4.
Tigers don't have to run a play here. 27 seconds, 30 seconds on the plate, and the Tigers will take that to the end of the first quarter. So with the end of the first quarter coming up, the Tigers lead 14-7. We'll be back with second quarter action right after this commercial timeout.
Hey Tiger fans, Daniel Pulley here, your local Chick-fil-A Eufaula owner-operator. We are proud to be the official sponsor for the Eufaula Tiger Coaches Show. Be sure to join us for the live show every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Our incredible team is ready to serve you. And don't forget, eat more chicken.
When it's football time, we at First Franklin Financial are big fans of our local teams, just like you. We've been part of the community for over 75 years, and when you need money for repairs or emergencies, we'll help you play offense. We offer fixed-rate loans up to $15,000 with easy payment plans and fast approvals. Visit 1ffc.com to find the location near you. Legal, all loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage License number 5656.
We're back. Tiger Stadium, 14-7. The Tigers lead, but a possession play here on 3rd down to begin the second quarter. In Early County Bobcat territory, it'll be 3rd down and 4 from just short of the 46-yard line. First down would come at the 42-yard line. So through the first 12 minutes, the Tigers with a 7-point lead, 14-7. Jalen Wright with his pink cleats calls for the shotgun snap. He's going to look to throw. He throws a
good call.
Oh, my goodness. It's going to be short of the first down. I don't know. Trying to make the big play. He's going to come about a yard short of the first down. Only a 2-yard gain. They're going to be about 2 yards short. I think Slaughter had that first down easy, Doug, if he catches the ball and just gets upfield. But instead, he tried to duck under the defender. And instead, the defender made the tackle, and it brings them up short. 4th down, the Tigers trying to draw Early County offsides. It remains to be seen if they will snap the ball here on this 4th down play or not. They will snap it. Wright's going to give it off. Slaughter picks up his first down as he sweeps the right side, and he is going to go down to the 38-yard line. That is a gain of 6 yards on 4th and 2, and the Tigers have a first down.
Big whistle coming, and he's calling Jarrell over. I'm not sure what's going on. Something the head official doesn't like, and somebody in the stands is doing something, is what he just, I was able to hear him holler that. I guess they're not sure. They're pointing down towards the end zone. I have no idea what that is, but they were saying something from
they're bringing the athletic director down, I guess, to go address whatever it is.
Make a comment or something. Yeah, he was saying something. Somebody in the stands was doing something. I have no idea. I didn't hear anything. Maybe there's a whistle or something. We'll see.
Horns or whistles should be blown from the stands. No horns or whistles.
Which I did not hear. The only whistle I've heard tonight sounded like it was coming from a drum major or something, and that was in pregame. So I've heard them blow them before, but I didn't hear anything out of the way. But obviously the head official did, and they're still discussing it down there on the sideline. I'm not sure what that would be. I guess considered a warning or something there, probably against the Eufaula side.
You know, we've never seen a 4 defensive score game. I've never seen that I can remember when we've been calling these games all these years. Remember a penalty called against the stands. Can you? I mean, would you assess a penalty against the team, or would you just escort the fan out? They could locate them. I don't know.
I don't know.
1st and 10 from inside the 40-yard line at the 38. Jalen Wright sends a man in motion as Christian Jackson motion back to the left side. Actually, he's going to shift and get set over there. So Wright takes it. He hands it off to his back, who's Gerald McCray. McCray, he runs hard down to the 36-yard line. So a couple yards on that play. Actually, it's going to be 3 yards that they'd snapped it back at the 39 where they've got it set. So a 3-yard gain from McCray.
Keith,
2nd and 7.
I'm going to tell you something else, too. The offense, we're actually going to hurry up here. The defense for Early County is something a little different. They'll run a 4-man front. This time they got 4-3, and they jump off sides. Last time they had 4 down men, 1 linebacker right behind the nose guard, and then 2 on each side. They're kind of spreading the linebackers. They'll drop one down. They'll leave one up. They'll drop one a couple of feet back, and that's got to be tough on your interior linemen to pick those blocks up.
Their discussion, this looked like it was easily going to be offsides. Early County expects it. They're already 5 yards back off the ball, but they're discussing this. Eufaula has already overcome a 5-yard penalty to begin this. They are finally, after all that discussion, going to call it against Early County. So
they ought to know what offsides is. They done called it on us a couple of times.
Give you guys a little score here.
All right.
Vestavia Hills 15, Montgomery Catholic nothing in the first.
There's that Merle giving us some. Thank you.
You know he is.
2nd down and 2. There's a snap. Right, looking to throw. He's going to throw it down deep. He has a man down there. He's going to dive, and
it could
might
have
been a little
interference.
interference over there. That was Ty McCoy who laid out for that.
Yeah, he grabbed his ankles a little bit when he dove down, almost like he fell, but he could have just, woof. We've seen that be called on interference several times. It'll bring up 3rd and 2.5, 3.
It was 2nd and short. It was a good play to take the shot. The Tigers almost came up with that one. It was a valiant effort that time by Ty McCoy laying out for that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, and the Bobcats have been blitzing like crazy, and they do again.
So Slaughter are going to come down just short of his first down. He's going to be about a yard short. Needed 2, picked up 1. Tigers will go for it here on 4th and less than a yard.
Actually, they take out Slaughter, they take out Jalen Wright, and they take out Jackson. Now Wright's going back in.
Tigers 1 for 1 on 4th down on this drive and in this game. 9:50 in the clock running here. Going to get the old G line set. Wright's going to take it. He'll pick up his first down. For the first time, Doug, we saw the G line offensive set. That was a staple a few years ago.
That formation right there would be hard to stop.
With Jalen running the football.
With Jalen running the football. A healthy Jalen running the football. You feel pretty much automatic. It's not a tush push, but it sure is a lot of it's a quick play. They don't really have time to adjust to it when you come out and set up, and Jalen's just a good hard runner.
And 9:15, a running clock here in the second quarter. The Tigers already taken over 4 minutes off the clock on this possession. And the Tigers move. They move.
And actually, that's the young man we were talking about earlier, the senior that has moved out to right tackle tonight. He's played center for us. We've got, I think it's Renfro playing center now that he's back with the knee. First time playing center for him, doing a good job so far. And he's upset with himself, but it's the senior that jumped that time, Curry. But he is filling a position that they need at right tackle right now. So kind of playing out of position. Not making an excuse for him. I know he feels bad about it, but hey, he's doing something he's not used to doing right now.
So 1st and 15 from the 32-yard line, right? Will take it. He'll hand it to Slaughter, who breaks the line of scrimmage. He gets in the secondary inside the 20. He'll have a first down, it looks like, as he picks up 15 or 16 yards on that. Now, late flag comes out. It's going to be a personal foul of some sort, and they're pointing back towards Eufaula. Now, that would be a dead ball penalty, so Slaughter's run will count. Call it 16 yards on that run.
They actually blitzed to right at the tackles on both sides, and Slaughter went right off the right guard, so it was a good hole there for him. He picked up 16 yards in the first down. That put him over 100 yards 102 yards on 7 carries up to this point, with a long discussion down there about the penalty.
Now it looks like it's going to go against Early County the way that's what they expect.
Well, they are backed up, and they are marking it off against Early County.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, which is just half the distance, but that'll make it 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. 8:35 to go here in the second quarter. It's been a time-consuming drive for this Tiger offense.
And the Tigers really hasn't held the clock this time like they did on previous possessions. They went ahead and just ran it. Not sure why he's whatever it is, they got it straightened out now. We're fixing to have a 1st and goal for the Tigers.
5 minutes on this drive already that began in good field position near midfield. Wright keeps it. He's going to spin back inside. How about
ran into his own man?
Maybe, well, we'll say no gain on that play.
Well, you felt like it was coming sooner or later. The Bobcats had blitzed on every play on this drive. That time they blitzed in the right hole, and Jalen was unable to well, he sidestepped it a little bit, ran into his own blocker, and went down. But it's going to bring up 2nd and goal from about the 7 or 8 yard line.
So certainly the Tigers would like to pay this off with a touchdown, as we're under 8 minutes, 7:52 and counting. Under 10 on the play clock as the Tigers come up to snap this. Under 5 on the play clock. Snap it with 2. Slaughter sweeping the left side. One man gets his hand on his jersey and is able to bring Slaughter down back at the 12-yard line. That play loses 4 yards, Doug. The Tigers were just getting chunk yardage down the field here until they got into the first goal-to-go situation. And 2 plays have lost 4 yards. And we'll be under 7 minutes when they snap the ball here. But the Tigers still clinging to only a touchdown lead. It was missed opportunities last week that really hurt the Tigers. Tigers need to get points of some sort out of this drive, even if it's a Wingate field goal attempt.
Need to change the snap count.
Trips to the right side. Wright drops back. He's going to roll out. He's going to throw it. He has a man there going for the end zone, but he's going to be stopped short down to the 4-yard line. That was Ty McCoy, I believe. Ty McCoy caught that little dragger out underneath. And Tigers picked up 8 yards on that play, but they needed 12 to get into the end zone. They're going to bring Wingate in for a short field goal. It'll be a 21-yard field goal from the right hash mark.
Tough angle for Wingate in high school football with the hashes being so far apart.
There's a snap, spot, kicks up. That kick looks good from my vantage point.
It is.
The officials confirm it is good. So with 6:16 to go here in the second quarter play, the Tigers lead 17-7. So a 2-score lead now, Doug, for the Tigers. And that was one of the longer drives of the season, Doug, as the Tigers took over with 1:32 to go in the second quarter. There's 6:16 on the clock now, so that was I guess you'd say a 7-minute, 16-second drive for the Tigers.
Yeah, and things were clipping along pretty good, and you think the penalty would have helped the Tigers get it into the end zone there, but it was after the penalty when the Tigers actually stalled on the drive. So 17-7, the Tigers lead here halfway through the second quarter on senior night, 2025.
There were 5 or 4 penalties on that drive alone.
And here's where the defense needs to come out and make a good stand, because Early County is definitely still in it. I mean, they'll receive the second half kickoff, so they put together – nobody's really put together, with the exception of that last drive, a long scoring drive tonight. They've been kind of quick, but if Early County comes out, runs some time off clock, puts a score up, and gets the second half kickoff, they're right there.
Wingate's kick is a pooch kick. This time it's going to come down to the near side at the 27-yard line. Good coverage by the Tigers, but they're unable to corral the man. He's backing up the field now as he's going to cross the 35 to the 36. So the best starting field position of the night for Early County with 6:06 to go here in the second quarter as Eufaula leads 17-7.
Good practice there. You never know. We may need that next week in the playoffs. Spot kicking, he put it right, looked like right where he intended to. Early County did a good job adjusting to it. 1st and 10 from their own 36. 6:06 to go in the second quarter of play.
Wing T formation once again. One man split wide right. Motion. They're going to hand it to the motion man on a speed sweep around the right end. He looked like he would get outside, but instead the door closes, and it's going to be a loss of about a half a yard back to the 35-yard line. Maybe we'll call it a loss of a yard, a full yard. It'll be 2nd and 11. Doug, I don't know if you saw it. It looked like to me he was going to get around the corner that time, but Tiger defense showed a lot of lateral speed closing that down.
Yeah, 33 was the end, and he pushed him a little bit deeper. He was able to get past the number 33. I think it was number 4 that came up and made the tackle for the Tigers. A good tackle in open field. 2nd and call it 11 for the Bobcats.
A handoff inside, the quarterback keeps it. It's going to be he gets back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him forward progress to the line of scrimmage. Clock running with 5:15 and counting here in the second quarter, but it's 3rd and 11 for the Bobcats.
That was the play he picked up the first down on one of the previous drives, pulling it in the middle like that and rounding the corner. Tigers did a great job making an adjustment there. We'll see if the Tigers here, they're really not playing anybody deep at this point. They're selling out on the run, but here on 3rd and 11, they'll probably back safety up.
So 3rd and 11. And Early County's yet to complete a pass in this game. They've
0 for 2, yep.
They've gotten the pass interference on the Tigers, but they will run a bootleg, rolling to the right. Quarterback is going to throw it late. He has a man out there. He is open, and it's going to be a first down for Early County into Tiger territory at the 35-yard line. So, Doug, that's a 30-yard pass play.
Yeah, missed coverage there. Somebody missed a receiver, and they were able to pick up first down.
So they actually spot it back to the 40, so only a 25-yard play where they spot it down. So 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. You follow. The Tigers looked like they would get potentially good field position with a 10-point lead, but instead Early County has procedure here on this. It'll cost them 5, but they convert 3rd and 11. And I don't know, the quarterback almost sacked, but he was able to maintain his composure and get that pass off to a wide open player.
Took a pretty good shot. They're going to get a 5-yard procedure penalty there. That could have been dangerous for the Bobcats if they would have gave the ball back to the Tigers in that situation with still almost 5 minutes left in the half. Tigers could have increased their lead. But it'll bring up 1st and 15 now as the clock goes back into motion. I think both sides, I'd have to get the binocular. I think both sides still have 2 timeouts, as I know both sides have taken at least 1.
4 minutes exactly to go here in the first half. 17-7. Eufaula leads wing T formation. Motion. They're going to hand it on the speed sweep around the left end. This time, a little running room as he cuts it back inside. He cuts it instead of trying to get around the end, he cut it inside. He picks up, we might as well say, almost 5 yards that they lost in the penalty. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
4 backs have carried the ball on the night for the Bobcats. The big play was the 55-yard breakaway scoring play on the, I guess it was the first drive of the ball game for the Bobcats. Since then, the Tigers pretty much held them into check other than that 30-yard pass play a moment ago.
They actually marked it back, Doug. You were opening the door, but they marked back a 25-yard gain.
Okay.
They called him out of bounds at the 40. Handoff on the dive play. Same man who scored the touchdown earlier carries it around the right end. Devonis Lee. It's a good play by the Tiger defense to bring him down after a 4-yard gain. They'll bring up a 3rd down and 6 for the Bobcats.
That's only Lee's 4th carry of the night, but with the 55-yard touchdown scamper, he's 4 carries for 63 yards. Now 3rd and long for the Bobcats.
You figure that Bobcats, barring a loss of yardage on this play, are in 4-down territory.
So
3rd down and 6 First down would come at the 30-yard line. 2:25 clock running here late in the first half. They will take the snap and shotgun formation. Quarterback's going to throw a pass. It is complete.
Sure.
But he will be short of the first down, as that was a pistol formation for Early County. They come out throwing, and it's going to be about a yard short of his first down.
Well, watch here as they'll try to get the Tigers to jump, and there's a stoppage, and the Bobcats are going to take a timeout. Let's take a timeout, too, and we'll be back after this commercial break.
R.W. Wingate & Company is a full-service accounting firm and a supporter of Eufaula High Athletics. They are located at 102 North Orange Avenue, Eufaula, Alabama, but licensed in multiple states. Richard W. Wingate has over 25 years' experience in public accounting, and the firm's services include personal and business tax preparation, bookkeeping, sales tax preparation, payroll services, audit of nonprofit and government entities, and business consultation. When doing extra is the point, contact R.W. Wingate & Company for your accounting needs.
Of all the improvements you can make to your home, it could be the most important is not seen or heard, only felt. The ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System provides premium comfort with a whole home air purifier that gives you confidence you're breathing healthier air. It's an essential part of any healthy home.
.156 to go here in the first half of play. 4th and 1, Early County going under center. They will take it. They will hand it. There's penetration in the backfield. Tigers stop him initially. I'm not sure it's going to be close. If the first man that made the tackle, it would have definitely been short.
The official right in front of the Early County bench has his foot on the south side of the 30-yard line. The sideline marker over there is on the north side of the 30-yard line. Actually, they put the ball right on the 30. When he first went up there, he had his foot marked back, and it wasn't touching the white line. It wasn't to the white line, and it looked like it was going to be short. Where the ball is there, it's going to be very close, but I think it's going to be an inch or two he's going to have it by.
I think he'll have it.
Oh, no.
Short.
He's going to be – that's one of those credit card ones, but it looks like he's short. Yes, they said a couple of inches, and it's Eufaula ball.
Big stop by the Tiger defense there. It was close. He second and third effort got close to it, but it still, like you said, looked short, and the Tigers holds.
Tigers get the ball back with 1 minute and 48 seconds before halftime. Early County does have one timeout. The Tigers have two left in this game, or in the first half, excuse me.
So a turnover on downs by Early County. The Tigers come out with 4 wide receivers, empty backfield for Jalen Wright. He'll bring a man in motion. That's a Torian Slaughter. Slaughter will take it. They're going to run the reverse, and it doesn't work. Man stayed home, and we lost our balance, and we go down for a loss. Clock's running under 140, 136 and counting. With that loss of, what was that, 8-yard loss?
Yeah, it was Jackson.
No, it's a 7-yard loss on the play.
On the second handoff there that lost the yardage.
Just the 4th possession of the first half for
Eufaula. Big yards just running right at them. I was thinking keep it on the ground and run it, but we got a little fancy there, and I guess here you don't want to leave too much time on the clock for them. So if we're in no hurry running in play, so look for the Tigers to probably run the ball here.
With one timeout, Early County can only stop it once. Wright's going to throw it, though, and it's incomplete. We stop it for him. So it's 3rd down and 17, and the clock stops with 56 seconds to go.
Yeah, we may put ourselves right into a punting situation here. 3rd and 17 now. 56 seconds left in the first half. That was a good diving effort by the receiver and the defender on that play. Keith, number 5, is the one that stayed home on that first down. The tall receiver, he actually plays defensive end also. To be honest, the Bobcats have a lot of them going both ways. I think he just didn't want to chase Slaughter on the fake to the far side, and he just happened to be home in the right spot.
Slaughter coming around the end. He breaks a tackle, but not the second, and he's going to come up to get 6, and they take their final timeout. So, Doug, without that incomplete pass, we're virtually at halftime.
Yeah, and we took so long to call that play. You know, didn't look like we was in any kind of hurry. So you kind of felt like the Tigers was going to run the ball there and keep the clock moving in second and long. But here, that's, Keith has left the door open for the Bobcats. It's 17-7. The Tigers going to have to punt, get a good snap, get a good kick. Everything's got to go smooth here, but the Bobcats will have no timeouts, but they will have time on the clock. Probably, depending on the punt, they'll probably have about 40 seconds left to work with here after this punt, and they will receive the second half kickoff.
No, they won't. Tigers will receive.
That's right. We deferred. I am sorry.
But, that's okay. But, when you run the reverse like that and it doesn't work, it's a gamble.
Yep.
You pretty much still got to take your medicine after that and wish the Tigers had run the ball on second down instead of throwing that incomplete pass.
We're 14 back deep for the Bobcats.
First punt of the night for Adam Alvarez that I recall.
That's a sophomore back deep.
Alvarez gets it. He gets it into it. He's going to hit. He's going to roll, and we need to let it roll. We finally do. We could have taken a couple of seconds off, but 43 seconds is how much Early County will have to work with here on their probable final possession of the first half.
And they're going to mark it back at the 39. One of the Tigers actually was running by it. I think it bounced into him when it bounced backwards. So that's where the Bobcats will start from the 39-yard line with 43 seconds left, but no timeouts. Good snap, good punt.
So the Bobcats have shown propensity to throw the ball here on their last possession. They had a couple of completions. They're going to be in the pistol formation with a slot to the wide side. They will run this lead option that way, and no one home for Eufaula. And that play will pick up a first down into Tiger territory, about a gain of 14 yards on that play, but still 35 seconds on the clock.
Stops the clock while they move the chains, so good call, good play there.
Clock back in motion as they're under center. They will spike the ball with 30 seconds, 29 seconds to go.
Quarterback's got a good arm. He's almost in range to throw it to the end zone, but they need to pick up probably another 15, 20 yards to have a legitimate shot at a receiver other than just throwing it up for grabs. They get to play from the sideline. Keith, I tell you, the officials look like they were right on top of a lot of stuff, but they're being very generous with the Bobcat coaching staff as he's called a lot of the plays from the numbers tonight.
Yeah. 2nd and 10 from the 47-yard line of Eufaula. 29 seconds on the clock. Grist looking to throw. He's going to throw it deep. Has a man out there. Good job by the Eufaula defensive back, just kind of slowing up in front of the receiver and making him run up his back. And passing complete with 24 seconds. It's 3rd and 10.
One of those plays you don't have to touch nobody. You just look back at the ball and be in the way and slow things down a little bit. They're going to call a hold against Early County also. So they'll get, second down over again, but it'll be 10 yards from the line of scrimmage, and it'll be the time off the clock with 24 seconds left. Now it'll be 2nd and 20. They'll get the down over.
So it's a risky situation here, Doug, now with 24 seconds left and 20 yards to go
I'd
here.
Probably took the penalty, but I'm not so sure we've got safeties there. I'd loosen them just a little bit, but just don't let them behind you. Quarterback's going to go under center now. They may just going to be running the clock.
Going to hand it to the fullback, which is actually the play they scored on, their touchdown. He's going to pick up 4 yards, and that will end the first half. Tigers will take a 2-score lead into the locker room as unless Early County gets in a hurry, and it doesn't look like they will. Well, they are going to come up now. It's 5 seconds. They will snap it one last time on 3rd down to 16. They will snap it. They hand it. No, the quarterback keeps it. Grist around the end. He's in the open field. He's going to be tackled after a gain of 15 yards. So 15-yard gain on that play.
helps the stats a little bit, but that's about it.
So that'll end the first half. The Tigers go to halftime leading 17-7.
We'll go down to John Wayne, who will catch Coach Jernigan as he comes off, but we're waiting as the officials. There must have been a flag or something there, Keith. They have not. Both teams are leaving the field, so I guess it is the end of the half. We'll go down to John Wayne, let him catch Coach Jernigan.
How you doing, Coach? Good. Pretty good half for the Tigers. Controlled offensively, controlled defensively. Just need to clean up a few penalties and finish strong. That's the main thing we need to do. Come out and finish strong.
Yeah, that's the thing I told them coming out here. Execute, play 4 quarters, offense, defense, and special teams. But a little disappointed right in that last drive we had. Got some penalties right there, backed us up. We had to settle for a field goal right there. We want to get a score going in. And then get the ball back in the second half. It would have been big for us. But overall, pretty good by the offense, really good by the defense. We just got to continue to milk this clock and drive down and throw the score.
That's right. Good half for us. We finished strong. We'll be right where we want to be when that clock runs out.
Yes, sir.
Good job. Go Tigers. All right, guys, you have it.
All right, John Wayne, we appreciate it. 17-7. The Tigers led 7-0 last week at halftime. Of course, got outscored 14-13 in the second half to come up short. Tonight, the Tigers with the 10-point lead, a 2-score lead here at halftime as they got the field goal on one of those drives instead of the turnover. No turnovers in the first half for either team as we are at halftime. We will step aside for a commercial break, be back with some halftime stats. You're listening to Eufaula High School Tiger Football. We'll be right back.
Good call or bad call, officials always have the final say in sports. And at Alpha Insurance, we know it's important for you to have the final say on the insurance plan we build for you. You'll have peace of mind knowing we will work hard to get you the lowest rates and best discounts available. Alpha Insurance, always a good call. In Eufaula, call Alpha Agent Keith Bryan at 334-687-8268 or stop by our office at 1326A South Eufaula Avenue.
With the world changing all around us, everyone needs to be covered by insurance. So give Eric Glover with the Glover Agency a call and talk with Eric about auto, home, life, or last week's football game. Whatever your insurance needs, let Eric talk to you about being covered. The Glover Agency is located at 145 East Broad Street, Eufaula, Alabama. Call 334-687-0358. The family at Impressive Collision Center has been in business since 1940.
That's impressive.
Your transportation is one of the largest investments you have, so keep it looking new at Impressive. From a major crash to a small dent, Impressive can help.
Now Impressive.
They work closely with all insurance companies and give you a great price on your minor mishaps.
Wow, impressive.
And don't forget to check out all the accessories from install winches, brush guards, and bed covers.
Impressive. Give them a call. Impressive Collision Center, 317 South Eufaula Avenue, 334-687-4400.
Easy Metal Building Kits, pole barns, and metal roofing supplies. APEC Metal Express carries multiple kit sizes and colors with at-home DIY instruction. APEC Metal Express. Fast delivery, superior quality, excellent customer service.
At Tiger Stadium, the Tigers lead 17-7 at halftime as it was Early County taking the opening kickoff and moving 79 yards, only 3 plays, as it was a 55-yard touchdown run by the senior running back, Debonis Lee, 55 yards on the fullback dive. Just a minute, 42 seconds into this game, Early County took a 7-0 lead, but it only took the Tigers, if you follow, one play to tie this game up, as it was a 60-yard touchdown pass from Jalen Wright to Zai DeVos, the Cooper Wingate point after touchdown tied the game at 7 with 10:01 to go, still in the first quarter of play. From there, the Tigers held Early County after a couple of quick first downs. Tigers took the ball back at their 23-yard line. From there, it took only 4 plays all on the ground to move 77 yards. It was culminated by a 65-yard touchdown run by Torrin Slaughter. And with 2:28 still to go in the first quarter, Eufaula forged ahead by 7, 14-7. On the next possession, the Tigers looked like they would take a put their third touchdown of the night on the board as they had a 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. But the Bobcat defense stiffened. They forced a 21-yard Cooper Wingate field goal. That came with 7:16 to go in the first half. The remainder of the half was scoreless. That's where we stand at halftime, 17-7, Doug. And the Tigers only ran 20 offensive plays, according to what I've got, in the first half, but they were effective as they had just south of 200 yards of offense.
Yeah, that's what I had them for. 20 plays, 15 carries, 15 on the ground for 128 yards, 3 for 5 through the air for 70 yards, 198 yards total. Early County is surprisingly closer. Of course, that 30 yards on that last drive helped. 18 carries for 125 yards on the ground, 2 for 6 through the air for 31 yards, 156 total yards. Leading the way on the ground for the Tigers was Slaughter. He went over 100, and then he lost 4 yards, went back under, picked up 6 on his last carry, so he's got 9 carries for 104 yards. Leading the ground game for the Early County Bobcats was, I'm sure it was Lee. Yes, it was. Kind of spread out there. Really, Lee with the 55-yard carry on his first carry for a touchdown. 5 carries, 67 yards. Quarterback had 6 carries for 22 yards. And Lingo, number 14, had 7 carries for 34. Mays carried it one time for 2 yards for the Bobcats. And that was kind of it. Not a lot of plays. We've seen a lot more plays this year, but both teams I guess the Bobcats didn't on the last drive and the Tigers didn't on the next to the last drive. But other than that, both of them just content to use a lot of clock and not just try to drag out the drive a little bit.
And it seems like it's a concerted effort, at least part of the first half on the part of the Eufaula Tigers to kind of huddle up, just kind of stay back and not even break to the line of scrimmage till inside of 15 seconds.
Yeah, and I can see, Keith, I guess the difference to me just watching, the inside stuff that I try to watch sometimes is I'm impressed with. I was a little worried with the Tigers having a couple of linemen changing positions, different blocking schemes, different things going on. Not only did they have to do that, they're going up against a bunch set that's blitzing all out from the Bobcats. It's nothing unusual, the blitzing that we've seen all year, but the Bobcats will go from a 3 to a 4 to a 5 to a 6-man front, and they adjust to the linebackers. And not only that, a lot of times you'll see the linebackers, especially at the high school level. I mean, it'll be a row. Whether it's a 53, 5 linemen, 3 linebackers, they're usually kind of in a row, and the linemen go up there and they can kind of tell who they're supposed to block. Early County's coming out there and they'll have a 5-man front, 1 linebacker in the middle up close to the line, or maybe one of them on the side up close to the line. The other 2 may be 4 or 5 yards off the ball. It can make it awful hard for a guard or a tackle or somebody that's got to get through the initial line, get down on the linebacker to make a block, to make those blocks. But especially when you're not used to, I think we talked about Curry playing right tackle. He's not played right tackle. That's just got to be a tall order for him.
Yeah, but I have been impressed. So you made that change this week, and I think they've done a good job all for the most part.
And Renfro with a tore MCL, I think it was, the one where you can play. He's got the braces on. He didn't play last week. I don't think he was 100% used to the braces. He comes out. Not only he comes back as a freshman and is going to play, but you put him at center, and he's got the snapping responsibilities. I think the first play of the game, it was a little high. Hadn't seen a bad snap since then. So and that really wasn't a bad snap. You just noticed Jalen reached up a little bit more than normal. to get that first one and made the adjustment, and all of them's been right there where they need to be. So great job by him. And I'm not sure if the guard swapped or the other tackle, but there was a lot of changing on the line of scrimmage, and it's just a tall order. And then when you got to pick up all the blitz and linebackers, and not just linebackers, they're bringing the corners and everything else in some situations. And the line's doing a good job of picking it up. The Tigers have done a great job of running right and Slaughter, and they're finding the seams, following their blockers tonight. A lot of times you'll see them lay a hand on the Denard or somebody going up through the middle, and they're breaking off the blocks, where a lot of times in the past, earlier in the year, you just see them run up in there and get what they could get. They're doing a good job of following their blockers and finding a hole. And, Early County, our young defense made an adjustment, but Early County, the Tigers have been close several times to breaking those long runs again.
That's right. So I was concerned after the first 3 plays of the game, and they were in the end zone with a touchdown on the ground. But the Tiger defense has done a good job after that. I mean, you had them with 150 some odd yards. They had 79 after the first 3 plays. So the Tiger defense did a great job after that. And then you said, like I said, 35 of those yards came on that last late series, the last 43 seconds. So
125 yards on the ground for them. And like you said, first 3 plays and the last 3 plays is where most of that came from.
That's right. So we'll be quiet for a moment. We'll put let you enjoy the Mighty Tiger Marching Band here at home for the last time. Of course, next week we'll be on more than likely on the visiting side. Who knows? We'll see what we encounter when we travel to Mobile to take on the Williamson Lions. But we'll let you enjoy the band here at Senior Night 2025.
Everybody give them a round of applause. Standing from left to right, we have Magali Amaya Guzman, Haley Bentley, Aja Boykin, Aaliyah Brooks, Leland Crompton, Evan Fant, Jenna Franklin, Darius McQueen, Kimani Palmer, G. Patel, Dina Peach, Marcel Reese, Liliana Rosales Gomez, Sophia Rosales Vasquez, Trevin Simmons, Talia Solorio, Levante Streeter, Kirsten Tennille, Ana Velazquez Alvarez, and Kendall Wilbur. Now let's give them all a round of applause. And stand and cheer while the class of 2026 plays Hooray for Tigers. Thank you, seniors. At this time, we would like to join back to the field, welcome back to the field, the Early County High School Marching Band to join the Eufaula High School Marching Band for a special performance. Veterans Day is quickly approaching, and we wanted to join together with the EHS JROTC for a special military appreciation. Together with the ECHS Band, we will perform an Armed Forces medley, which includes the service anthem from each branch of the military.
The JROTC will present that branch's flag during their anthem, and anyone currently serving in the stands or are a veteran of that branch are encouraged to stand to be recognized when called out as a thank you for your service to our great country. Now we present our salute to the armed forces. The United States Army. The United States Marine Corps. United States Navy. The United States Air Force. The United States Coast Guard. Now let's give one last round of applause and recognition of all those who served in our military for our country. Thank you. Thank you to the EHS JRTC. Fans, you may now exit the field.
At Glover Funeral Home, family means everything. Owned and operated by Kendall and Caroline Hanahan Glover. We live by our motto, our family serving your family. We treat each family we serve as one of our own, providing care and support during your time of need. Our dedicated staff is available 24/7 by email, phone, or in person. When you need us most, Glover Funeral Home is here for you because family always comes first.
Since 1953, Flowers Insurance Agency has been protecting you and your assets with policies tailored to your specific needs. Whether it's commercial, personal lines, life insurance, or employee benefits, including your employer-offered health insurance, Flowers Insurance has you covered. With access to over 50 insurance carriers, we provide the trusted service and products you deserve. It's simple. Call Flowers Insurance in downtown Eufaula today and find your peace of mind.
In 1983, the first mobile phone was introduced to the public by the Motorola Company, and that was the same year Pam Freeman started her State Farm business. For 40 years, both have saved time and money. Whether it's auto, homeowners, condo renters, personal articles, business, life, or health, Pam Freeman State Farm has been there for you. Call Pam's office and let Kathy Bennett help you with all your quotes and needs. You won't find a more helpful staff anywhere. Come by and see them at 322 East Barber Street in Eufaula or call 687-70.
When it comes to professional gutter installation, Gutterman Dothan has you covered. Voted Best of the Wiregrass 7 years in a row, we provide top-notch gutter services across the Wiregrass area. Protect your home from rainstorms with our premium gutter systems designed to prevent foundation cracks and water damage. Trust Gutterman for expert installation, quality materials, and a beautiful, durable finish.
Don't suffer in the summer heat. Benefield's Heating and Cooling in Eufaula has you covered. Locally owned and operated, licensed and bonded, we're your trusted Bryant Factory authorized dealer. And just like Bryant says, we service everything we sell. So stay cool all summer long with Benefield's Heating and Cooling. Call 334-695-8039 today and be a cool cat this season.
Looking for quality furniture at unbeatable prices? Come to Holly Home Furnishings in Eufaula. From cozy living room sets to stylish bedroom suites and modern appliances, we've got everything you need to make your house feel like a home. With flexible financing options, convenient delivery, and friendly local service, shopping has never been easier. Visit us today on South Eufaula Avenue and see why Holly Home Furnishings is your hometown choice. Holly Home Furnishings, helping your house feel like home.
At Mid-South Bank, we pride ourselves on being the friendliest, most helpful bank in town. For over 100 years, we've been helping families prosper and helping businesses grow. Mid-South Bank is a local bank with local people making local decisions. We're a community bank who will always be there when you need us. Whatever banking services you need, we're here to help. Visit us today at 230 South Eufaula Avenue in Eufaula, or in Clayton at 16 South Midway Street, or online at bankmidsouth.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hey, give me the chip. I need the championship. Wait, we got a dream. Next to the team, yeah, we can handle it. Wait, soon as I go and I step in arenas, they call me the champ. They know what it is, know what I do, know who I am. Who don't understand? Yeah, that's overdue. My trophy say that's overdue. My ring should be immortalized. Yeah, they know it's true. They couldn't walk a mile or even fit into my shoes. Still, I got a lot to prove, but for all that we've been through, this overdue. This the anthem.
At Sutton Heating and Cooling LLC, you get hometown service. Tanner Sutton and his team make you their priority. You can expect worry-free customer service from Sutton Heating and Cooling. Whether you're looking to upgrade your system or need 24-hour emergency service, Sutton is the name to remember. For your free estimate, call Sutton Heating and Cooling LLC at 334-695-7054. 334-695-7054. Sutton Heating and Cooling LLC.
Right outside of this one church town, there's a gold dirt road to a whole lot of nothing. Got a deed to the land, but it ain't my ground. This is God's country. We pray for rain and thank Him when it's falling, 'cause it brings a grain and a little bit of money. We put it back in the plate. I guess that's why they call it God's country. I saw the light.
Pretty well together.
The head coach, Super Bowl champion Jarrell Jernigan, the baller from Eufaula.
Out of the box.
Precision Body Works is a state-of-the-art collision facility dedicated to providing customers with outstanding service and a quality repair experience. We have been serving Eufaula and the surrounding areas for over 20 years and have earned a reputation as being a premier collision repair center. Precision Body Works uses environmentally friendly PPG water-based paint and also offers 24-hour record service as well as top-of-the-line accessories from such brands as Cam Locker, Ranch Hand, Retrax, Weston, and WeatherTech. We are located at 1210 North Eufaula Avenue or call us at 334-687-4700.
We're back in the Brown Hegan Air broadcast booth here at Tiger Stadium, where the Tigers are getting ready to receive the second half kickoff. They lead 17-7 over the Early County Bobcats. It looked like it would be a shootout as both teams scored a touchdown in the first 2 minutes of the game with 10:01 to go in the first quarter of play. Both teams had had the ball once. Both teams had scored a touchdown, and we were tied at 7. But it was Eufaula's defense kind of clamped down after that on Early County. They moved the ball some, but they only had another 75 yards or so of offense after 79 yards in their first 3 plays. Eufaula had 60 yards on their first play of the game. They finished just short of 200 for the first half, and they do have the 2-score lead. Tigers had to have a short Cooper Wingate field goal to culminate their third scoring drive to take that 2-score lead, 17-7. Important drive here in the third quarter, though. If Tigers can get some points on this first drive, Doug, preferably a touchdown, they could go a long way towards securing their 6th victory of the season.
Real quick, Keith, we got a special guest with us up here tonight. Justin Sarge Shelley's at the game tonight, first time in a long time. Sarge, what do you think about all the changes?
Oh man, it's nice. I went down there and went to the restroom, and I went to the section stand. It's very nice, and the field looks so good. Thank you, Andrew Dunson, for the field looks so good tonight, and the lights and the scoreboard. That's the first time I see the scoreboard in person, and it's a very good night.
Squib kick going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Tigers have the option of taking it at the 35.
Did a good job that time. As earlier in the year, that gave us a little problem, but to able to run up and make sure it goes out of bounds. And we had one earlier in the year that cost us. We were indecisive on, but Tigers will get great field position there after that kick goes out.
I think they're going to make them kick again.
It does look like they are.
And I was actually just sitting here thinking that the first kick, he's only kicked one time tonight. It was not that great of a kickoff, and that one was not good. So 35-yard line would have been the second worst starting field position of the night for Eufaula, so they're going to make him kick again.
It's a tall 6'5" receiver that handles kickoff duties. That is a very unique kickoff formation that they do, where they all kind of just line up, and he has his back turned, and I thought it was going to be something special that time, but the ball had fell off the tee. Now they'll break and spread out a little bit, but
we'll see if this decision to make them re-kick helps the Tigers or not. He approaches, he kicks it. It's going to be a low kick that's going to be fielded at the 23-yard line. It's going to be Jalen Wright. He across the 35, 40, 45, cross midfield. Wright still on his feet. He's going to go inside the 45-yard line. Finally,
that's a towel.
Finally go down at the 43-yard line of Early County. So good decision by the Eufaula coaching staff, making them re-kick, and the Tigers pick up, 22 yards on that re-kick.
They will start in Bobcat territory here, 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line, I guess. Jalen Wright at quarterback.
Pistol formation. He has Slaughter behind him. 3 receivers that come to a run blitz. Handed off to the first man through. I said Slaughter, but I'm not certain. I think it was Jarrell McCray who was actually at tailback that time. McCray takes that left tackle. He only gets a yard on the play.
I don't know if the Tigers just been fortunate that they're actually running away from the blitzes that are coming, or if they actually see them coming and they're just running, away from them. But that time, a man came unblocked from the left-hand side, almost 2 yards, but a long yard on the carry there for the Tigers.
Slaughter checks in for McCray in the backfield. He'll be flanked to the right of quarterback right, and it's going to be tackled. Slaughter will be tackled in the backfield for a loss. 2 yards, 3 yards, 3-yard loss on that play. It'll be 3rd down and 13.
Tigers could get a free 5 pretty much any time they decide to get it, as the outside linebackers on both sides are coming blitzing. Maybe throw a screen to Denard here or something.
Right, looking to throw. He's going to pull it down and run now. As he breaks a tackle in the backfield, he'll have his first down. No, he can't. Went out just short of his first down, Doug. He had it easy, and he ran out of bounds.
I think normally that I guess in your mind you're thinking 10 yards, and he had further than that to go that time. And I think he felt like he had enough for the first down. The chains are on the other side of the field, and he came up just short.
It's 4th and a yard, and Coach Jernigan grabbed him and was pointing to his head like, you got to think. And
so how many?
12 yards. Yeah. He had his first down easy if he stayed in bounds. That's the second time we've seen Wright's going to run a quarterback sneak. He should have his first down.
Yeah, they got him marked out there pretty good. A couple of yards there. First down.
So the Tigers keep the drive alive, Doug. For a moment there, it looked like they'd squandered this good field position to start the second half, but they pick up a first down. They have a fresh set of downs from the 32-yard line of Early County. Under 10 minutes now, but the clock is stopped. They wind it back now, 9:45 and counting here in the third quarter play. Eufaula, of course, leads 17-7 in this one and looking to add on to that lead as they're in no hurry with 15 seconds on the play clock.
Yeah, that last play we talked about looking for Denard, he was actually open on a little drag route in front of the linebackers, but Wright with pressure did a good job of getting out and making some positive yards.
Going to hand it off to Slaughter, who they reach out and grab him as he's trying to get through the left side of the line. He will still get forward for about 2 yards on that play, but Tigers taking their time here, milking some time off the clock. The perfect scenario, if you're a Tiger fan, would be to continue to run this clock and put it in the end zone.
Exactly right. Getting close to the red zone now. John Wayne will be on the sideline. If we get in the red zone, give us another look from the sideline.
Wright drops back. He's going to throw it down the near sidelines. He has a man out there and some hand fighting down the sidelines. I guess a good job by the Early County defensive back. That pass is incomplete. It sets up a 3rd down and 8 here for Eufaula.
Maybe 4 down territory from right here in this range.
Clock stopped with 8:41.
Tigers did a good job of picking up the blitz that time, Keith. They came on a blitz right before the snap, and it just stalemated in the line of scrimmage. They picked it up.
Perry Denard lined up on the right side. He's going to release out, and Wright makes the man miss in the backfield, and he's still on his feet. He gets slung down after a short gain down to the 36-yard line. So
we didn't have anybody in the backfield. It was 6 men rushing against 5 that time, and they were able to get one through. And Wright was just so close to breaking that because there was no linebackers in there. They had all come on the blitz, and they got him by the back of the shoulder pad.
4th and 3. If he had gotten past that, he would have had a big gain for Eufaula. 4th and 3. Clock running down near 8 minutes. It'll be under 8 by the time they snap it on this 4th down play. The Tigers have gone for it on 4th down. This will be their 4th time tonight. They're 3 for 3. Wright takes a snap, looking to throw. He's looking to throw. He's going to pull it down and try to run. He's hitting the backfield, but he breaks that tackle. He's going to give his first down. He takes it inside the 20. He'll have it down to the 18-yard line. That's a 7-yard gain on that 4th down. And the Tigers are 4 for 4 on 4th down.
So, again, Wright moves the chains on a 4th down. It was a 2-yard gain on the last one. This time, I thought they were going to try to draw them off sides, but they didn't. And then I was a little surprised that they were throwing the ball on 4th down. But Wright pulls it down, picks up the first down. 1st and 10 in the red zone now. 7:25. So the Tigers on this drive is going to use up half the quarter. Whether they get points or not, the official stops the clock. He's going to send the tall receiver, number 5, out, who was lined up at right defensive end for Early County. Not sure what that was, Keith, but he saw something and sent him out. He's tall enough it could be knee pads because
yeah,
he's a tall young man, but still they reset the play clock to 40 seconds, so the Tigers could burn more if they wanted to, but they choose not to here.
Right, with pistol formation. It's going to be Slaughter. Slaughter in the secondary. Slaughter is going to get into the end zone like a bolt of lightning. Straight up the middle goes Otorian Slaughter, 18 yards, and the Tigers have stretched their lead out to 23-7. Almost 5 minutes of the third quarter, Doug, and going to push this lead. It's already 16. They have a chance to push it out to 17. Tigers lined up in the swinging gate. They are going to fake it here, and they're going to get it. It's Perry Denard into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and it's 25-7.
Good heads-up play there. If they don't line up, you might as well try it. And in that situation, that's a big point. 25-7 is your score here with Early County looking to get the ball for the first time in the third quarter.
So Torrin Slaughter with a big night tonight on senior night. He is a senior for the Tigers. He has 2 touchdown runs, Doug, 65 yards and 18 yards in this game. And
Keith, you know who else is doing a great job tonight for the Tigers?
Who's that?
That's Charles Irvin. I'm glad I'm not running that camera tonight. He's doing a good job over here, keeping the scoreboard updated. And we may have to cancel his vacations from now on because those 2 losses we had was while he was on vacation. So
yeah, he's been pretty quiet tonight. He's been a busy man over there, and he does a great job. The Tigers taking care of business here, 25-7. Building some momentum and close this season out. Hopefully, there's 19 minutes and 7 seconds left to play in this game. But the Tigers with an 18-point lead here at this point. Pooch kick. Wingate going to pooch it down to the 24-yard line and stumbling and falling down at the 25. So that's where Early County will take over 1st and 10 from their 25-yard line.
I noticed some different numbers in there tonight, Keith. I knew we had 5-man front. You're trying to swap up a few, but I don't recall we were talking about the young man playing out of position, Curry, but I've seen him out there on the defensive line. Just saw him going back out, and that's unusual to see him going out on the defensive line, but Tigers are still in that 5-man front against the Bobcats. We'll see as Bobcats have had a little bit of success through the air and a little bit on the ground, what they go with to start the third.
Wing T motion, they're going to run the speed sweep or jet sweep.
There was
around
a lot
the
of
left
motion
end.
right before the snap.
Yeah, it's going to be a 5-yard penalty, I believe, against the Bobcats. It will be procedure, 5-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 15. And I would be remiss if I didn't do it. I almost forgot. But once again, thank you to the Eufaula High School band. Matt Jones brought us up some hot dogs and water before the game tonight. We appreciate them doing that. They've done it for every home game this season. We appreciate the band boosters in the North Concession Stand taking care of the announcers here in the booth.
And some we don't get to say a whole lot, but in the Brown Heating and Air Conditioning broadcast booth, that heat behind us felt good tonight up here out of the elements.
1st and 15, they're going to run the dive play. The fullback takes it across the 20 out to the 24-yard line. He picks up 4 of the penalty yards back. That is the running back, Lee. 2nd and 11 now from the 24. Clock runs under 7 to play, 6:40 and counting.
It was Lee's first carry in the first half. He went for 55 yards and a touchdown. This time only 4 to start the second half. The big, tall receiver, we saw him send him out on defense a while ago. Keith, I hadn't seen him back in the game since then.
Jet sweep action around the right end, breaks a tackle or 2 and takes it to the 32-yard line. That'll be an 8-yard gain, one of the better rushing plays recently for Russell County. Brings up the 3rd down possession play.
Early County.
I'm sorry, Early County. What did I say?
Russell
County. So it'll be 3rd down and 3 now for Early County.
Big play here. We'll see if they try to draw the Tigers off sides. I don't think the Tigers have jumped tonight. They've lined up off sides. I know at least once, but big third down here. 5:40 to go in the third quarter and the clock rolling.
Handed off in the backfield. Tigers are there. They bring him down for no gain on that play. So it'll be 4th down, and they give him a yard. So 4th down and 2.
The Tigers have done a real good job tonight, Keith, and on some conversion plays, stopping up that line of scrimmage and keeping the Bobcats from scoring.
They're going to bring in
getting a first down.
They're going to bring in the punt unit, dropping back deep for Eufaula is Nayland Murphy. He's done a good job when he's had a chance.
Number 5 is back in. That's the receiver we were just talking about. The center came out and called him up. Watch for a fake here, as something went on there.
Tiger defense is in there. It's not.
Nope.
They will punt it away. It's going to be kind of a knuckleball that hits at the 41, takes a big Early County roll. It'll roll inside.
What?
Who?
Number 13, I think, for the
17.
17. Just came running out of nowhere, and the coaches.
That's Jamiron Thomas. I don't quite understand that. We lost 5 yards on that because it was about to roll dead at the 25-yard line, and he picked it up at 25 but didn't run. He picked it up and just stood there. It was a really odd play. I'm glad that you people could see it and not just hear us try to describe it. But
made my heart skip a beat, too. That's very dangerous there.
But you follow with it at the 20-yard line. I predict he may run a little bit for that one.
Yeah. Early County, they're backed up on defense this time.
And McCray falls down, and the flag goes down. So
get a holding call. That'll be from the line of scrimmage. But their defense that time, actually, the corners way off the line of scrimmage more than they have been all night. That play would have lost a yard or two, but it's going to be a holding call. That should be marked off from the line of scrimmage, and it'll put it back at the 10-yard line. Or would that be half the distance? Well, actually, he's marking it from where he went down, Keith. That changed, and we see it still marked.
They're going to mark it the team. They mark
it right, but yeah, he just happened to be standing where he went down, but he marked it right. It'll be first down over again, but 1st and 20. Backed up, probably the deepest the Tigers have been backed up all night.
Oh, yeah, they haven't been this deep all night. Handed off to Slaughter in the backfield. He'll lose 2 more yards, I believe.
Well, here we go again. The Tigers aren't really up that many points, and we've done this several times this year. Not to say that it would happen tonight, but the Tigers get complacent and quit doing what's brought them here, and not thinking and doing the right stuff on the field, and it come back to bite them late in a couple of games this year. Let's hope that doesn't happen here.
So it is 2nd and 22 from the 8-yard line. They'll bring Ty McCoy in motion, fake it. They're going to run the screen pass, and nobody is home. I don't know who that was intended for, but there is not a receiver in the area.
The receiver fell down. It was Denard. He slipped and fell down about the 7-yard line. So just an incomplete pass there.
For the Tigers to have looked so good, Doug, it is
well, we've done that several times this year. It's like you just
flip a switch.
Flip a switch, exactly.
It's what we saw with Troy last week.
Well, this ain't no place to be fooling around down there, backed up this deep.
Right, he's going to throw. He just throws it down deep. He has a man there. If he makes the catch,
he quit running.
He did catch it.
Oh, he caught it. I thought he dropped it. Saw the ball on the ground, but he held on to it.
It's Zyda Vose. He sure let go of it awful quick, but he adjusted the ball and was able to come up with the catch. And Doug, that is from the 8 or 7. We'll call it the 8-yard line. So that is 44 yards on that completion, and the Tigers convert. Maybe that's going to be the catalyst to get the Tigers kind of back into playing in this game. They have a 25-7 lead, but the first couple of plays of this possession, had a holding penalty on a play that would have lost 2 yards. Then they did lose 2 yards. And then they had an incomplete pass where the receiver fell down on a screenplay. But that nice adjustment, good throw by Wright. And it's going to hand off to Slaughter. There's going to be another hold. Same place.
Yeah, I bragged on the line and picking up blitzes and stuff, but there's some kind of adjustment Early County's made. They're actually getting in the backfield, not the free man, but the ones trying to be blocked. They're doing a little, I don't know if it's a twist or a slant or something different up front, and it's causing some trouble for the line right now. Look for Coach Mayo and the line to make an adjustment here, but it's going to be first down all over again, 1st and 20. Can't overcome them all the time. They were fortunate and overcame one deep. I was fixing to say the Tigers, we've got too many men on the field. Nobody, now he's going off.
We snapped it, Barry.
Yeah, it was close.
Good throw. Perry Denard with it behind the line of scrimmage. Denard breaks a tackle. He's still on his feet. He's down the sidelines. He'll have his first down, Doug, if he didn't step out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds just short or right around the first down marker. He has a first down, it looks like. So 20 yards on that play.
Great play.
Wright is quietly having a big night through the air.
Yeah, hold on. It's 134 now through the air on just 9 attempts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 completions.
I think the Tigers are going to try to run the G-line set again. I don't know why. This will be a first down situation. They're just going to.
Wonder if surely they didn't think it was short because the chains moved immediately, but they are coming out in the G-line.
Wright hands it off. Perry Denard at left tackle. He'll take it down to the 30. That is going to be a gain of 8 yards. Effective play. It's interesting, Doug. We haven't shown this all season long, and we show it in this game, the last game before the playoffs.
Well, it gives them something else to work on. You remember last year going in the first round of the playoffs, we came out on offense and ran something totally different than we ran all year. Caught Beauregard off guard and made a big difference in that game. We're doing something different here, too. We're going back to where Wright's coming all the way to the sideline to get the play. So you wonder if there's been a little –
It's because they don't have signals for this, probably.
That's probably what it is, yeah.
2nd and 2. Wright takes it, hands it off to Slaughter. Slaughter jailbreaks around the right end. He'll have a first down as he takes it for 7 or 8 more yards. We'll give him 8 more yards. Back-to-back 8-yard carries for the Tigers in this drive. That was once back at the 8-yard line of Eufaula. Creeps closer to the green zone, as Coach Jurian calls it, as it's at the 22-yard line of Early County. Late stages of the third quarter, 1:30 and counting here, as the Tigers lead 25-7. Doug, a touchdown here would be very big to push this to, I guess it would be a 4-score game at that point. Slaughter at right tackle. He'll pick up 2 more yards down to the 20. Keeps that clock moving. 1:05 and counting as they set the play clock.
If you get John Wayne to cut his camera back on down there, he had it on for a minute. We're in the red zone. We've scored from this far out each time tonight. As we'll try to get you a shot because they'll probably be running back his direction here in just a second. But it's getting a little chippy out there too, Keith. We've seen them officials say something to a couple of them that were carrying on some words. I saw a pancake on the play before last, and somebody got walked on when they got up. So it's getting a little chippy out there.
Oh, flag goes down. They're going to call procedure. I don't think we were set. I think
it was quick.
I think that
flag came from the far side in front of the Early County bench, but the head official was right there on top of it. So that'll back it up, make it second.
Coachable moments, Doug. 3 penalties for 25 yards on this drive alone. So
29 seconds left in this third quarter as the Tigers is making a bunch of changes now, bringing Denard and Slaughter and different folks in. Look for them to get out of the G set and go back to the regular offense here. as they will not have – well, yes, they will have to run a play. Only 15 seconds on the play clock and 18 on the game clock, and they need to hurry here as they're not even up to the line as it went under 10 seconds.
80 yards of offense for the Tigers on this drive alone.
3, 2, 1.
Snap it late. Wright keeps it. He throws it on a little flood route. Denard fighting hard. He takes it inside the 20 down to the 17-yard line. So that play picks up 8 yards on the final play of the third quarter. As we head into the fourth quarter, the Tigers lead 25-7. We'll be back after this commercial break.
Hey Tiger fans, Daniel Pulley here, your local Chick-fil-A Eufaula owner-operator. We are proud to be the official sponsor for the Eufaula Tiger Coaches Show. Be sure to join us for the live show every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Our incredible team is ready to serve you. And don't forget, eat more chicken.
When it's football time, we at First Franklin Financial are big fans of our local teams, just like you. We've been part of the community for over 75 years, and when you need money for repairs or emergencies, we'll help you play offense. We offer fixed-rate loans up to $15,000 with easy payment plans and fast approvals. Visit 1ffc.com to find the location near you. Legal, all loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage License number 5656. Good call or bad call, officials always have the final say in sports. And at Alpha Insurance, we know it's important for you to have the final say on the insurance plan we build for you. You'll have peace of mind knowing we will work hard to get you the lowest rates and best discounts available. Alpha Insurance, always a good call. In Eufaula, call Alpha Agent Keith Bryan at 334-687-8268 or stop by our office at 1326A South Eufaula Avenue.
Third down, possession play, third down, call it a long 4, short 5. For the Tigers here. Tigers in 3 wide receivers to the wide side right. Jalen Wright in an empty backfield. He will call for and take the snap. Blitz coming from Early County. He's going to roll. He throws it. It's just a little high and incomplete. Intended for his wide receiver, Ty McCoy. So they're going to send in, well, no, I thought they were going to send in Wingate for a field goal attempt here. They will. They send him in late. It will be a field goal attempt. Ball will be snapped from the 17-yard line. That should make this about a 20, about a 30, about a 32, 33 yard attempt.
Backing it up. So McCoy on the hold, Wingate on the kick.
From the left hash mark. Here's the spot. The kick's up. Kick is in the air. Kick, they say, is wide left. It was enough. They got a lot of pressure in there. Early County got a lot
flag?
They're sure talking about it. Early County may have come over the center because
over the center.
Eufaula's clapping, so that would be a first down. Send the offense back on the field.
It was a good snap that time by, we don't call his name enough, Reed Hinton.
They roughed the kicker, they say. I knew there was a lot of pressure. He was good concentration on the part of Cooper Wingate as he put a good foot into it. It had plenty of distance. It just missed a little wide left, but the Tigers will have new life on offense after that penalty against Early County.
I guess that's half the distance is
take it back
about
down
10 yards or so.
Yeah, take it just inside the 9-yard line.
All right, John Wayne, get ready. They're going to come right at you.
So first and goal, Tigers from the 9-yard line as the Tiger offense is back on the field. In the G-line set, it'll be Wright looking to run to the right. He breaks a tackle. Wright is into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. From 9 yards out goes Jalen Wright. 11:43 to go here in the fourth quarter, and the Tigers have stretched the lead to 31-7.
First touchdown on the night for Wright, at least on the ground. He has one through the air and extends the lead. Great job by the defense adjusting all night, Keith. You think they scored on their first play from scrimmage, or was it first or third play from scrimmage? Early
First
County,
play.
I think.
Early County.
Yes,
Third play.
And Tigers have shut them out since.
And the kick is up and good from Cooper Wingate on the R.W. Wingate point after touchdown. And the Tigers lead 32-7 with 11:43 to go here in the fourth quarter play. Look, we talked about it off air, but who would have thought 3 plays into this game when Early County scored so easily to go up 7-0 that with 11:43 to go in the game, that would be the only points that Early County would have on the board.
Yeah, we talked about the shootout a few years ago because it sure looked like that to start with, and even Eufaula hit a little bit of a lull there and slowed things down, but they've still, up to this point here, just barely underway in the fourth quarter, have put up 32 points in just over 3 quarters. So they've done their part, and it's fine with me that Early County takes the night off. Don't get me wrong, but we'll see. We'll see what Wingate's got here now. He's handled a couple of pooch kicks. He's got the Early County where they're not sure how to line up. I bet he kicks this one deep as one receiver's at the 20 and one's at the 25. He kicks it deep right down the middle. It's going to be a race to the ball.
Yeah, if it'll stop, well, he's going to have time. It's high enough. They retreat and field it at the 7. And straight up the middle, and we miss the tackle. He's going to take it all the way back.
Nope.
He's going to take it unless we run him down, and Nayland Murphy is in chase. He does bring him down. Great speed that time. Nayland Murphy did not give up on that play, and he brought the return man down at the 18-yard line. You follow, but what a return.
Yeah, Murphy, 2 good things there. Wingate only slowed him up a little bit, allowed just enough time for Murphy to catch him. Murphy probably could have tackled him 2 or 3 yards before that, but Murphy did a wise thing. He did try to punch the ball out as he was bringing him down. So, but a big play there by the Bobcats. I guess I had to open my mouth and say something about them not holding up their side of the scoring, and they nearly take it to the house.
Jet sweep around the left end, and the Tigers make the tackle after a positive gain down to the 15. It's going to be a gain. It's all said and done. It's going to be right at 4 yards. They mark it inside the 15.
Clock rolling.
Teachable moment on that kickoff return, Doug, though, because Williamson returned the kickoff against Viger for a touchdown, the opening kickoff. So certainly something to stress this week for the Tiger coaching staff. They'll hand it off. First man through. Running hard is Lee. He'll take it inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal for Early County as he picks up 7 yards on that carry. Doug, of course, I think it was 4 years ago, the Tigers trailed 28-3 going in the fourth quarter and won 31-3 on the final play of the game. Strange things happen in this series. So,
John, you got it.
1st and goal from inside the 8-yard line. It'll be a handoff. No, the quarterback keeps it. He's around the end. He is down to the 1-yard line. So 6 yards on that quarterback keeper. But, we talked about Evan Grist, the quarterback run, being a big threat. And Tigers, with a couple of exceptions, have shut him down pretty well tonight.
Pretty much, yep.
2nd and goal, inside of 10 minutes now to go in this game, 9:53 and counting. 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line for Early County. Quarterback keeper, he is going to be brought down. They say touchdown. It looked like he got brought down right at the line of scrimmage, but they say touchdown. That comes with 9:38 to go here in the fourth quarter play.
Well, the big kickoff return comes into play there, and I'm sure we'll start seeing onside kicks probably here pretty soon too. But, Keith, a lot of folks, when they talk about Early County. They don't realize it. They think Eufaula's playing down in the classification. It is down in classification, but all Georgia schools are a lot bigger than Alabama schools, as they'll line up for the extra point here with 9:38 to go.
There's a kick is up, and that kick looked like it missed off to the left. It did. No good. So 32-13, a 19-point lead still for the Tigers.
But what I was going to say, Eufaula 5A school, I guess Early County, I don't know, Georgia does theirs different, 2, 3. But when you go by students, because all classifications in Georgia is just more students, more population in Georgia. These two schools, and I know people think Eufaula is a much bigger town, but because we have Restaurant Row going to the beach, it does appear to be a lot bigger town, but it's not. There is very, very few difference in student numbers, 9 through 12, in these two schools. They are very close in size. And it usually shows on the field. Usually it's a shootout with both schools.
And it's normally, and we talked about it years ago when I was involved 25 years ago in the Pee Wee Football Association, talked about this is a game they ought to play on the high school level because it's such a rivalry on the Pee Wee level, and it was well attended. We said it would be a good gate game. And normally it is. Tonight we had a Thursday night game, the cold weather. It's not a very well attended game, at least on the visiting side. And I think it's a slack crowd probably on the Eufaula side as well. But typically it is a well-attended game, and it's a very competitive game on a normal year. Tigers expecting the onside kick here. They will kick it deep. They have a man there. It will be, and we fielded it and fell down at the 25. It was Jalen Wright who caught it. Apparently he was instructed to do so. It was 10 or 15 yards in front of him, Doug.
Yeah.
No time ran off the clock, so it's 9:38 on the Tigers take over here. Just the 7th possession of the night for the Eufaula Tigers.
Maybe I missed it. Maybe he called a fair catch and just had to go down. I'm not sure. But either way, 1st and 10. Tigers out in that heavy set.
Don't hand it off to Perry Denard. Denard with short yardage. He'll pick up 4 yards. As it didn't look like a lot there, but he is able to push forward for a 4-yard gain, 2nd down and 6. That keeps the clock in motion.
Denard will have to check out of the game as his helmet came off, and it'll be Slaughter checking back into the game in his place.
Tigers should take this under 9 minutes before the ball is snapped here. Checking into the game also is Mason Buchan, the senior along the offensive line. Handed off to Slaughter. Slaughter cuts back inside. He was one shirt sleeve away from taking that ball 70 yards for a touch, or 71 yards for a touchdown. Someone reached out, Doug. You had the binoculars on it.
Well, I was watching Buchan as he checked in. He lined up on the wrong side of the line, and they moved him to the right. It was his guy that got in the backfield. He got just enough of him to Slaughter to get around him. Not the best to block, but it was effective and allowed Slaughter to pick up how many yards?
It was 9 yards on the carry, but someone reached up and grabbed him by the jersey, the left arm, and was able to pull him down. If they don't,
I missed the tackle. I was watching when he broke the line of scrimmage. I'm sorry.
He was close to taking that the distance. If he doesn't get handoff around the right end, is Perry Denard. Denard going to take it. Check that. I think that may have been McCray. McCray on that one. Gerald McCray. He takes it ahead for 6 yards.
McCray has 4 carries for 13 yards on the night. Slaughter with 16 carries, 138 yards. Jalen Wright, 8 carries for 46. Denard for 2 carries. I don't know if we missed something there, but for 12 yards. He got several receptions on the night.
2nd and 4. Tigers standing with his G-line set. They'll hand it off to Denard, looking to come to the right. He's picking his way. Jarrell McCray. He picked his way down the line of scrimmage, and he should have a first down. It's a gain of 5 yards on that play. It's a first down for the Tigers. They methodically drive the ball down, and there's a Early County Bobcat down here on the field. With that injury timeout with 7:15 to go, Tigers leading 32-13. We'll step aside for a commercial break.
Of all the improvements you can make to your home, it could be the most important is not seen or heard, only felt. The ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System provides premium comfort with a whole home air purifier that gives you confidence you're breathing healthier air. It's an essential part of any healthy home.
We're back at Tiger Stadium with Tiger City 13. Tigers jump and get a sideline report.
John Wayne, what's the feeling on the Tiger sideline tonight?
There we go. Here we go. Tigers are a little more fired up than I've seen in a while. This is developing into maybe the most complete game I've seen this year. It's funny, 10 weeks ago we were trying to find a fan at halftime, and I'm about to freeze to death down here. Camera's probably shaking.
All right. 39-yard line, right. Letting the play clock run down. The game clock back in motion after the injury timeout. We're under 7 minutes to go. Still 18 on the play clock when we snap it. Wright drops it, and he's going to be tackled for a loss of 4 yards back to the 45-yard line. That gets the Tigers off script with this running attack, Doug, as it's going to be 2nd and 14 now after the 4-yard loss.
Yeah, the last couple of handoffs to McCray is just, which they haven't been that combination very much this year, but it's been just a little off. I noticed the last one where McCray picked up the first down, it was bobbled, so that time just kind of a missed handoff, and it's got you behind the chains now, 2nd and about 14 for the Tigers as the clock rolls down halfway through the fourth quarter. Got to hurry up to get this off. 4 seconds on the play clock.
They're not going to get off without timeout. They do call timeout. With that timeout, we'll step aside for another break and be back with more Tiger football after this.
With the world changing all around us, everyone needs to be covered by insurance. So give Eric Glover with the Glover Agency a call and talk with Eric about auto, home, life, or last week's football game. Whatever your insurance needs, let Eric talk to you about being covered. The Glover Agency is located at 145 East Broad Street, Eufaula, Alabama. Call 334-687-0358.
R.W. Wingate & Company is a full-service accounting firm and a supporter of Eufaula High Athletics. They are located at 102 North Orange Avenue, Eufaula, Alabama, but licensed in multiple states. Richard W. Wingate has over 25 years' experience in public accounting, and the firm's services include personal and business tax preparation, bookkeeping, sales tax preparation, payroll services, audit of nonprofit and government entities, and business consultation. When doing extra is the point, contact R.W. Wingate & Company for your accounting needs.
Back at Tiger Stadium, 6 minutes exactly to go in the game. The Tigers lead by 19, 32-13. It's 2nd down and 14 from the Tiger 45-yard line. Tigers staying with a heavy set. Everyone in tight. 2 blocking backs, 1 running back flanking the quarterback, Jalen Wright. Wright rolling out to pass. He's got a man there. He throws it complete. And stepping out of bounds. Will they call him complete? Yes, they do. It was complete to number 13 on the reception. That is the freshman, Nyan Smith, the linebacker. He came in the game at receiver. He called that pass. It was good for 7 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down.
He's the one that grabbed the punt a while ago, too, I think, Keith. That scared us to death. Tigers making wholesale substitutions out there right now. 3rd and 6, we'll call it.
3rd and 6. Tigers back in a conventional set. They'll run 2 receivers to the wide side to the left. 3rd down 6. Wright drops back. He's looking to throw. Looking, he has a man there he don't see. He's going to throw it deep now. It's intended for, it's going to be intercepted, and the Tigers need to make the tackle. That's as good as a punt as they put him down inside the 10 with 5:44 to go. He threw it up to Torrance Slaughter, who had gone deep. Perry Denard had slipped across the other side of the field, and Wright could not see him, but he was wide open, Doug. I don't know if you saw him or not, but he had slipped out to the other side of the field, and he had no one within 15 yards of him.
A couple of bad things about that. The substitutions it was they were bringing some of the starters back in on the line because he had got so much pressure on the previous play. He had time there, and then when he started rolling out, he decided to throw the ball deep, and he took a pretty good shot. So they brought the line in to help out. But, well, this time they scored on their last possession, but this time they got a lot more field to work with.
They handed off on a jet sweep around the end, and just like
cow.
that, out the gate, it's a one man to beat, and it may be a touchdown. It's a foot race. They're going to finally take him out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
What is it about
that is a 65-yard run if they mark him at the 25.
Number 14, that's his first carry on the night for the Bobcats. That is Kendricks, sophomore. 60 what?
65 yards.
Longest carry of the night.
It looked a lot like the play that Vanderbilt scored on Saturday against Missouri, just a jet sweep action. The handoff, the quarterback keeps it around the right end. He's going to be stopped after a short gain. That keeps the clock in motion as we'll roll under 5 minutes.
That was Perry in at quarterback. Junior quarterback picks up 4.
Fortunate for Eufaula that they were able to make that tackle and keep them out of the end zone, because that would have made it down to a 2-score game with still over 5 minutes to play.
This is a crazy series between these two.
Still
it's almost Halloween.
Still 3 timeouts for Early County. 2nd and 6. They're going to run the lead option. They pitch it to the pitch man. He's going to get around the corner. He's going to be drug out of bounds inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal for Early County. They'll mark him at maybe right at the 10-yard line.
Well,
that's an 11-yard gain on that play. So they have just blown down the field.
We played 3.5 quarters this week.
3 rushes for 80 yards already in this game. This drive began at the 10-yard line of Early County. They're at the 10-yard line of Eufaula, 1st and goal. Jet sweep action again around the right side. This time, the Tigers tackle him after a gain of 4 yards down to the 6. The important thing is that all this keeps the clock moving. It's inside of 4 minutes now, 3:52 and counting. And Doug, I mean, there have been a lot of players running in and off the field. You wonder on defense if there were substitutions in there on that last to begin this drive. 2nd and goal from the 6, 3:26 and counting, as they will hand it off to the back in the backfield. He is running hard, but he is not going to make the end zone. He'll get down inside the 5, down around the 4, maybe the 3-yard line.
They brought the starting running back in, Lee. They did all the damage with number 13 and 14. That was their first carries of the night. That time Lee got it on the carry.
3 minutes exactly to go in the game. 32-13 is a score in favor of Eufaula, but 3rd down and goal from the 3-yard line for Early County.
13 still at quarterback.
Under center. He will hand it off to Lee. No, the quarterback keeps it. He's around the end. He'll go down at the 2-yard line, a 1-yard gain on that play. It'll be 4th and goal.
He probably didn't quite make the right read there, as they'll take a timeout here to talk about it on 4th down. Something about when you get down there sometimes you don't want to give it or pitch it. You want to try to score yourself, and I think he made the wrong read that time as a quarterback. Number 13, Perry, the junior.
Yeah.
I say junior, yes.
So, and I incorrectly said he picked up a yard looking at it through the binoculars. He's down right at the 3-yard line. So it's going to be 4th and goal from the 3. So Doug, it took them 3 plays to move 80 yards. It's taken them 3 plays to move 7. It's still 4th and goal from the 3. So the Tiger defense has stiffened as they got down closer to the goal line, but we did see a lot of jerseys running back in onto the field. So there may have been some substitutions going on in the early part of this drive.
Tigers will go out on this 4th down. We'll get John Wayne to cut us a camera on in case they come back to that. Well, John Wayne may not be on that end. I'm sorry. You wouldn't be so cold if you'd run back and forth down there. He's out of position on this one. So we'll just keep it right here. 4th and goal from the 3 or 4.
It's from the 3-yard line. That's right. It's basically an extra point. It's basically a 2-point conversion. Under center goes the quarterback. He'll hand it to his back, who's sweeping the right side. He's going to be in the end zone for a touchdown. Got good blocking off that right side, and Early County scores with 2:30 exactly to go here. It's going to be 32-19. So that's a 90-yard drive.
Makes it a lot closer score-wise than this game has been, but there again, the Tigers, well, maybe it'll be next week we'll put together four quarters of complete game because at least we made 3.5 this week before we just stumped our toe.
Going for 2 here is they will look to hand it off, and he's going to be close but not in. So 32-19 remains the score.
2 scores, 13 points, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. We'll see an onside kick here as Early County already running in the onside kick team out on the field.
So a 7-play, 90-yard drive all on the ground.
Big play was by number 14 that came in, Kendricks, his 65-yard run.
That on the first play of the drive. Really springboarded the
almost all the damage there. They just are getting to the outside somehow against the Tigers. Hands team going out. We see
Wright's
McCoy
going back deep again. So it'll be interesting to see if they kick it deep, which who knows if they will or won't. There's still time.
You know who I'm surprised, Keith, but you see Hinton right in the middle of that out there. He's the long snapper.
Oh, he fielded an onside kick.
Well, I know
he's
got good hands, but you don't normally see a snapper going out there on an onside kick and getting right in the middle of everything. But we'll put the eyes on it and see here.
I think he's going to kick it deep. He does. Kind of off to the side. Wright's going to field it. And somersault out of bounds inside the 25, around the 24. I believe that would have gone out of bounds. Tigers would have been 10 yards further up the field.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gave it a lot of time to roll around on the ground over there, but I guess he lost his balance. He looked like he had room to pick it up and at least, kind of like on the last kickoff, have a few yards in front of him before he could have stepped out of bounds or been tackled. But it's 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
Still 3 timeouts for Early County, so we'll see if they decide to use those timeouts here, depending on what Eufaula does. They're in the G-line set. Once again, the heavy running set. They will take it. They'll hand it off to McCray around the right end. McCray, no, it was Denard that time. I just can't get that right, but nice run. He takes it across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him 7 yards on that first down play. When you win on first down and pick up 7 yards, that makes life a lot easier. 2:10 to go in the fourth quarter, and 2nd down and 3.
And it really puts Early County at a disadvantage here. You got those timeouts in your pocket over there, but do you really want to take one when they roll off 7 yards on first down? You almost want to wait and see what they do here and use them there if you got to.
And we are under 2 minutes to go in the game, 1:48 and counting. Tigers in no hurry here. They'll snap it with 1:43 on the clock. They hand it off. McCray is going to be tracked down in the backfield, but he manages to pull forward and get 2 positive yards, brings up 3rd down and 1.
That was just him not carrying the ball a lot, and he didn't hit the hole fast enough. Key says as that pressure came from right over the pulling guard, as the pulling guard was out front blocking for him. McCray was just a half a second slower than what Slaughter usually is, and they caught up to him on the backside. But that's good for the Tigers because they're not using their timeouts, and it's 3rd and short. All we got to do is pick it up here, and that'll pretty much take care of business.
1 minute to go in the game. Tigers will snap it on 3rd down. They will hand it off. Coming around the right side, it'll be a 1st down. McCray, he takes it down. They did force him out of bounds, but they say wind the clock, keep it going. It's a 1st down for the Tigers on the 8-yard gain, and that'll do it.
That'll give McCray 7 carries for 28 yards on the night. Slaughter went over 100 with 16 carries for 138 yards on the night. And it was 1 interception there at the end, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 completions on 13 attempts for Wright, 149 yards.
Tigers going to run it again. I thought they might just take a knee, but they run McCray. He'll pick up 2 yards out to the 45-yard line, and barring a timeout being called, which it doesn't look like Early County will, that'll be your final. It'll be Eufaula 32, Early County 19. The Tigers run their record to 6-4 on the season. They'll be trying to take on the lead Lions.
Keith, one strange thing, though, is they go out for the handshake. Those 2 long drives there late in that game, the Tigers really dominated this offense. It'll be a lot closer than what you would have thought because of those 2 long drives by the Bobcats at the end. But on the scoreboard, the Tigers get away with the victory, 32-19, and some positive motion going into the playoffs, first week of the playoffs next week.
Ensures ourselves of a winning season.
The Alabama High School Athletic Association playoff.
So the Tigers do come away with a winning season here in the 2025 campaign. A season that started with a lot of promise. Tigers moved into the top 10 rankings in the state. Alabama Sports Writers poll for 1 week before the loss to Russell County, I think it was, or maybe it was a loss to Wetumpka, one of those two. But they were ranked one week this season, but the Tigers in the playoffs for the 27th straight year.
All right, we got John Wayne. He's tracking down Coach Jernigan, and he'll give us a report.
Good game, baby. Love you, baby.
John Wayne got a bunch of students now. He's got to congratulate as he's teaching.
Yeah, I was trying to look and see which one was his baby, but I didn't quite catch the number.
All of my baby.
I understand.
That last carry was 24. That was.
You warned us.
He give.
We did.
Wanting to talk, and I keep cutting him off.
I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna get coach.
Wayne, we did not catch the last thing you said.
Cut me off. Let you talk, coach. There we go, coach. Great victory. Let's get you in the camera here. Great victory for the Tigers. One of the most complete games we played all year. Really proud of how these guys came out and responded to what went on the last couple of weeks, and a good way to move into the playoffs.
Yeah, well, it was a good game all around, boys. Little hiccups right there at the end with clock management right there. I wish we could have had that. But overall, good game. We needed this going into the playoffs, get this momentum going. But basically, we should play like this all year. I mean, that's what I told you in the game. We play a full 3-phase game like this. We get glad they fought back and never let down the things to work. We got like I said the last couple weeks, taking the L's like that, but we bounced back. I'm very proud of it.
Yes, sir. And I know you'll have something special going down to Mobile next week because you always do these Tigers will be ready to play. We appreciate all you do with them, Coach.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Go Tigers. Appreciate you, man. Good. Congratulations. All right.
All right. Coach Jernigan post-game interview. And, Doug, you know, Tigers come out and do what they need to do. They snap a 7-game winning streak for Early County. Early County lost their first 2 games. They had reeled off 7 straight wins, won their region, and the Tigers with a 2-score victory here tonight.
Yeah, a much-needed victory. Last home game, was able to come away with a win here of the regular season. Last game in October. Next week, it'll be all different. It's playoffs. It'll be dark at kickoff time next week, too, as the time changes this weekend. So a few things will change, and I guess we'll get with the state, and we'll have next week's game for you here. And the Tigers will go down to Mobile and try to pull off a monumental upset.
It would definitely be David versus Goliath if you look at it on paper. The number 1 ranked undefeated Williamson Lions. Of course, the last time these two teams played, it's been 26 years. It was in the state semifinals, 1999. Jamarcus Russell, who went on to LSU in the NFL, was the quarterback for Williamson. It was a 3-point victory, 19-16 that night. Game that Eufaula had a couple of chances to win that ball game.
Well, you know, a couple of games, it wasn't just Williamson, but a couple of games some Tiger teams have gone down and lost in Mobile has been to wound up being eventual Heisman Trophy winners also there. So I think that was one of them. So
well, an eventual state champion or state runner-ups. I mean, that of course that was the semifinals. They were the state runner-ups to Etowah that year. Of course, 2 years ago,
Cadillac.
Yeah, Cadillac Williams in Etowah. 2 years ago, it was Gulf Shores. The Tigers lost in the state semifinals. Gulf Shores, of course, went on to win the state championship the next week. So, you know, it's a tough trip to Mobile, but the Tigers have come away victorious. They did defeat St. Paul's back in 2006 when the baller from Eufaula was roaming the sidelines here in a uniform for the Tigers. They went down and beat A.J. McCarron, who is a candidate for lieutenant governor in the state of Alabama this year. Who went on to play quarterback at the University of Alabama. The Tigers couple-score win down there over St. Paul's.
Well, he'll still be roaming the sidelines. It'll just be in different capacity, but maybe he can cook some of that magic up and make something good happen for the Tigers.
That's right. Well, tonight it's a 32-19 final. The Tigers victorious over the Early County Bobcats. For John Wayne Robinson, Jimmy Simmons, Charles Irvin, Doug Apple, and I'm Keith Bryan wishing a good night and a great weekend. Until next week, go Tigers.